Hello everyone and welcome to So Many Games So Little Time. My name is Joachim and today we'll be playing Hegemony, Lead Your Class to Victory again. Some of you might know that I uploaded a previous version, but I made too many small mistakes. I mean, there were a lot of small ones, but there were too many of them. And some of them may be a little bit important. So I decided to do this again, and this time I'm sitting outside though. So I'm hoping the wind won't play a part in this recording. I think it should be fine. And if it's not, you won't see it anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I'm going to do a quick overview of the rules. And then we'll start. I'm going to focus mostly on myself. And then as we play, you'll see how the middle class plays, how the capitalist class plays, as the Automa does their turn. Because I am playing with two Automas. I'm the working class, and then these are the Automa decks. So we'll see what they do later on. So first of all, what do you want to do in this game? In this game, you want to make sure you lead your class to victory through victory points and basically asserting your influence, most of all, in a variety of different ways, earning money, and so on. So I think the easiest way to explain is to take my working class sheet and then put it here so you guys can follow along. All right, I'll put it like this and slide it higher as you need to see it. Because the game has different phases. First of all, we have the preparation phase, but it's already prepared, so it doesn't matter. We'll do that again at the end of the first round. Then we have the, well, this is the wrong side actually. Then we have the action phase, which is now. So I have 7 cards and I will be playing a card and doing what the card says, or I will be discarding a card and doing a basic action, as you can see here. Now, there's a variety of basic actions that you can do. I will go over my cards once we start the game, okay? So the first basic action here is propose a bill. So here is the politics area where I can propose a bill. I can take one of my tokens and, for example, put it here. Now, it always has to be next to another one, okay? Like here, or here, or here. Cannot be here, unless you have a card that allows you to do it. So you can see already these cards, they will allow you to do stuff that you normally can't do or improve on a better action, basically. So let's say I want to increase fiscal policy, go to B, or change the policy anyway, then I would put my bill there. That's it. That would be my only action. I do have some free actions that I'll talk about later. Now, if I want to have an immediate election, I could spend my 1 influence I have here and then force an election immediately. Now, the difference with the election at the end of the round is that the bag here will not be refilled with everyone's tokens. So if I am confident that I have more tokens here, or cubes anyway, if I'm confident I have more cubes here, then I could try to force an immediate election to try to win, while if the bag gets refilled, they might get more cubes than I, and that might not be as beneficial. So basically the game starts with 8 cubes of each faction in here. Not the state, because the state does not play in a 4-player game. Even though it does have some basic actions, it will still bring out companies, it still has money, it still produces some stuff, but doesn't score any points or whatever. All right, so we have this now, right? There's a maximum of 3 bills that I can propose. Let's say my bill is here. Let's say it is then the middle class who wants to propose a bill. They cannot go here, okay? That's impossible. Once someone has gone somewhere, that's it, it's blocked. Nobody else can go there until the vote has been cast. If it fails, then nothing happens. I just remove it. If it wins, then I get 3 points, and whoever supported me gets 1 point. Also, this moves, and then it goes into effect immediately. That's another reason why sometimes you want to do an immediate vote. If you can win, it can immediately change the flow of the game a little bit. For me, personally, I want to have all the A's because they give me endgame scoring. The middle class, they want to have all the B's, and the capitalist wants to have all the C's. You can see it also color-coded, blue, yellow, red. 6 and 7, they don't matter for endgame scoring, but they can still influence the game quite a bit. So they should not be ignored. So let me quickly go over what all of them do. First of all, the fiscal policy is just near neoliberalism, the right side. The left side is more socialism. So here it means the public sector, the buildings of the states, there's only 3 of them, 3. And you can see if you change the policy, it becomes 6 and it becomes 9. Now, something that I forgot in my previous game is that when the state reveals a new set of buildings, they have to pay for those buildings. You can see the cost in the top right. Now these are 30, the next ones I think will be 20, is less, but still they should have paid for it, and that's of course a big deal. Also it says here, this is the icon of the state, and then it says a loan and then IMF. So it means if the state at the end of the round has a loan, the IMF will intervene. Now when that happens, I'll explain it. If we change here, the loan IMF will only intervene when the state has 2 loans. Same thing here. Okay. All right. Then we have the labor market. That is very straightforward. Level 2 means everybody gets level 2 wages. Well, that is the minimum. So at the moment they're all at the minimum because the Automas will always pay the minimum amount of wage they have to. So at one point, if somebody manages to get it down to L1, then everybody will get 10, 10, 15, the blue value, the lowest one. And once again, it is color coded. The red, I'm the working class, I want to get as high as possible, right? The middle class is like medium. I mean, of course they want to get higher salaries as well, but that means they have to pay me higher as well if I work here. Because I'm the small guys, they're the tall guys. So basically, once again, the capitalists, they want to pay as less as possible. Now, so that's that. Obviously, if there's an immediate vote and it changes, it can be huge because suddenly they don't have to pay me, of course, for example here, they don't pay me 20, but they pay me 30, which is huge for the capitalists. So here you have taxation. It looks complicated, but it's fairly simple. This icon here means the tax value, it says 3. But then you can say, yeah, but why is it on 5? Well, it also says health and education are times 2. So here's the value 1. So 1 times 2 is 2, plus 3 is 5. Here it is 0, so nothing happens. If it were here, then it would be 2, plus 2 is 4, plus 3 is 7. If they are both here, that'd be 4, plus 4, plus 3, that'd be 11. That'd be crazy expensive. Okay. So as it goes down here, health and education only times 1, and here times 0. So if it's all the way here, the tax is just 1, because it doesn't matter where these are, it'll just become 0. So yeah, very dangerous if that ever happens for the states, because they then hardly have any income. All right, then we have healthcare benefits and education. They're basically the same. If they go down, they become 10 Vardis. Vardis is the currency, the highest price. And also if they are here, then the companies will raise their health to 10, okay? If they are here, it's just 5, and that's why this token is here, to indicate it's 5. The victory point, that has to do with the state and everything, so we ignore that. If it's here, then it'll be 0, so it basically becomes free. And then the state will get more benefits, but in this case, the state is not playing, so it doesn't matter. And talking about how the prices might change, there are 3 times where the Automa will adjust its prices. And I'll show it to you. For example, if policy 4C is in effect, see here, 4C, that's the one that we were just talking about, the health, it will increase the price of health to its highest value. If it's 5C, which is the case at the moment, it will raise the price of education to its highest value, which is already the case, as you can see here, 10 Vardis and 10 Vardis. If it's 6A, which we'll talk about now, it will increase the price of food and luxury to the highest value, which is something that I forgot in my last game. Honestly, I think there's no indication here that you should change it. There's no indication here or here, but that's because it's the solo version, right? I think if you want to remind yourself that it needs to go up, you could put a token there of some kind to remind you, okay, when we reach that, we have to adjust the prices for everybody so that you remember. Now at this point, I don't really have a token. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the machine tokens. I'm going to put one here on A. I'm going to put one here. I'm going to put one here to signify that the prices change. Okay. All right. Hopefully that will help me remind myself that I have to do that. Then we have the foreign trade here, ABC. You can see L1, L2, L3, and also the handshake. The handshake are the deals, the business deals. Now, the business deals can be bought by the capitalists. And for example, there will be 60 Vardis, but then if the tariffs are in effect, they might have to add money to it. Here, there are 0 business deals. Here's there's 1, here's there's 2. Also, the tariffs change. At the moment, we're at L2. So that means if you want to buy food from abroad, you buy 10 plus 5, so 15 per food. Or luxury, 6 plus 3, that's 9 per luxury, which is not that bad of a deal. If it goes down, it becomes L1, and suddenly there's no tariffs. And if high, it becomes very expensive. The tariffs, they always go to the state, which is also something that I forgot in my last playthrough. All right, so that's that done. Then we have immigration. It's very straightforward. If it's on B, then both the worker class and the middle class will get an extra worker here when we refresh in the preparation phase. In the preparation phase, I will get 2, and then plus whatever it says here, maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe none. They, the working class, will get 1 unskilled worker, and then they'll get 1 worker of their choice, depending on the companies, and then whatever it says here. Now, that very quickly brings me to setup. In setup, I got these 3. These 2, this one was standard. These 2 were revealed through the cards. This one was chosen according to the criteria. These 2 came from cards. The criteria in this case was, first, I'll put it here, needed by companies in your market, exclude industries of which you have already built 2 or more. So I only have 1, so that doesn't apply. And then needed by companies for which there are enough other workers to build, make them fully operational. Fully operational, that was impossible at that point because I only had him, right? I had nothing yet, so that was impossible. And then needed by companies or industry of which you don't have any. So there was only the orange one, so obviously you get an orange one, an education guy. So yeah, that's how that worked. And then the other 2, of course, joined later on through the cards. Okay, so that is basically proposing a bill. When we vote, we will check, all right? So the voting goes like this. Let's say I am voting for the taxes. Now, as I said, the middle class, they want to have B, the capitalists want to have C. So they're automatically both going to be against me. However, if I vote for B, for example, here in taxation, then the middle class will join me. So the middle class is always in a sweet spot because most of the time they will have someone who supports them as long as it's in the middle. Because if it is in the middle and I go here, then they will not like it. If I go here, then I will not like it. So they always have somebody to back them up, basically, which is also why it's part of their endgame scoring. Well, part of everyone's endgame scoring, but you know. So then we just reveal 5 cubes, and then whoever has the most cubes wins. But then we can also spend influence to alter those results if possible. More about that later when it actually gets done. All right, so that is the whole voting process. At the end, later phase, near the end of the round, we will have an election where we will refill the bag, and we'll see how that goes later. Well, I'll tell you now. Refilling the bag for the worker class is very simple. You look at your population, divided by 2, it's 1.5, round up 2. So you add 2 cubes. For the capitalist, you just check how many buildings fully operational. So 1, 2, 3, divided by 2, that's 1.5, rounded up. So they also get 2 cubes. And for the middle class is the same as both of these, whatever gets the highest value. So 2 divided by 1, but this divided by half, so it's 1. And here they have 3, so 1.5. Rounded up so that we get 2 cubes as well. So at the moment we all have 2 cubes, okay? All right. Next, then we have assign workers. So basically I can assign 3 of my workers to different companies and get them work, basically. I can also assign them to become part of a trade union, but for that I need to have 4 of them with a certain company. So for example, I have 3 health workers here. If I were to put this one here, I now have 4 in the health industry, then I could try to get a doctor, so a white one, and put it here, so my trade union will be active. Trade unions for me are good because they give me 1 influence during the production phase, and they give me 2 points during the scoring phase. So in general, it's pretty good. And at the moment, obviously, education is my best bet because health is my best bet because education I have 2, and then here I also have 2, and that's it. I have nothing in industry. I have nothing over here. I mean, luxury, I have nothing in the media. So yeah, when it comes down to that, it's not very good for me at the moment. Okay, so buy goods and services. With assigning workers, by the way, I can also take workers from a different company. I could take these 2 away, for example, and put them somewhere else. If they are lying down, they're committed, and then they cannot be moved, okay, because they're happy. They just got hired. So if you assign them anywhere, you will lie them down and they'll be happy. But if you put them in anywhere, they have to make sure it's from the same type. So if I want to go here, I need a doctor and a regular guy. I cannot mix and match with the middle class workers. The only exception are these companies because they have a middle class worker and a basic worker. So yeah. Okay, buy goods and services. Basically, I will buy goods and services from up to 2 sources according to my population. So at the moment I can buy 3. So I could buy 3 education from public services, or I can buy 3 from here, but I only have 2. I can't buy any other education anywhere. But for example, if I want to buy luxury, I can buy 3 luxury from outside, abroad, and 2 from them, for example. And of course, the prices will be different. You pay them, as simple as that. Strike, I can put up to 2 tokens on a company where I have workers. For example, I can put it here. I cannot put it here because these are middle-class workers and I don't control them. I can put it here. Now, what does a strike do? A strike, I know how the capital class reacts to that. But normally at the end of the round, when it's production phase, if the wage has not gone higher, then the strike will happen. And then this will not produce, and I will get 1 influence cube, but I will not get paid. If here it is higher, I just get 25 instead of 20, and then the strike token is removed and it still produces as normal. So sometimes you want to play it to try and stop them from producing. Sometimes you want to play it to get more money. It depends. And there are cards that allow you to put out more strike tokens. The Automa also reacts to that. So yeah. That is strike. Then we have demonstration. If my number of my unemployed workers, at the moment 3, is higher than the number of available slots for them by 2 or more, I can use it. So at the moment I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slots available. So there's no way I can do it. But let's say all of that was covered. Then I could do the demonstration, put it out. And then basically the other companies, the other classes are forced to build companies. At the end of the round, if they haven't done it, then because I have 3 people plus my trade union people, I can reduce the victory points. So I have 3, let's say I have 3 union guys, that would be 6. So I can subtract 6 victory points of the middle class and capitalist class. Well, I can divide it amongst them, but I am limited to the open spaces they have. If they only have 1 spot available and everything else is covered, I can only remove 1 victory point of them. So it depends. Some situations can be very good, some situations not really, depending on how much they've been building. Apply political pressure is very simple. You just take 3 voting cubes of your color and put it to the bag. So you put it into the bag so you have a higher chance of winning elections. And then my free actions, you can always do 1. You can either do it before or after your main action. If I use healthcare, so if I have 3 healthcare, then I can use it. That would increase my population track because I would get an unskilled worker to go there. And also get 1 point because my prosperity goes up, and that is 1. Plus 2 points because it's healthcare. I can then do the same thing for education. The only difference is I will go up. That's 1 point. That's the same. The difference is then I will not get an extra 2 points. My population check will not go up, but I can exchange one of my unskilled workers for a skilled worker. Boom, for example. That's what education does. Also, let's say my prosperity is here already, right? And then I do education. Then I will get 2 points because I go to 2. And then I will get 3 points. And 4 points, and so on. Then we have luxury, very simple. You spend the amount of luxury needed, that's 3, and then you get 1 point. Now you move forward again, and then you get those points. Also, if population is, for example, at 7, then I have to spend 7 health, or 7 education, or 7 luxury to increase, okay? So having more people means you have to buy more stuff, obviously. Then we have swap workers. Sometimes, like for example now with these 3, if the capitalists build a stadium, they can put all 3 of these in here. Because they need a blue one, there's a blue one, and the other 2 is gray or skilled of any type. So let's say they build a stadium, they put these in there, right? In a later round, they can then, if there's another skilled worker here, they can then swap them out again. So the skilled worker is here and the unskilled goes there. Okay, obviously these buildings will come here. So that's what swap workers does. You want to get your skilled workers out of the gray spots so you can use them somewhere else. And then receive benefits, that's for player only, so that doesn't happen. And then we have pay off the loan. So basically means spend 50 Vardis and discard your loan, but hopefully I will never have to take a loan, but we'll see. So those are basically the basic actions. There are some other things that might happen. I talked about the business deals that the capitalists might do. The exports, the capitalists and the middle class might sell here, but they need to be able to sell to at least 2 sources before they can actually do it. For example, let's say they have 3 luxury, then they could do 1 action. But if they have nothing else, they won't do that action, just skip it. and these two will be refreshed every round. The taxes that I talked about, I think I roughly talked about everything. Also committed. So whenever you're committed, when they lie down, they cannot be moved, the salary can't be changed, and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Let's see. Also the term, that's quite important. The term operational means that the buildings are actually working. Fully operational means that they are completely, that every space of worker is covered. That's very, very important. And then anything else? So a small thing about the voting. When you have the election and the cubes come out, if you are the one who voted for it, proposed it, and you win, then you get the 3 points, yeah? But let's say the cubes come out and there's no yellow cube, then yellow will not get a point. But if they then, so middle class, if the middle class then spends an influence to add, then they will get the point. But if, let's say, 4 yellow ones come out and 1 blue and there's no red, even though I proposed the bill, I still get the 3 points, okay? So that's something that confused me as well. And then when the resources ever run out, then you can't get any else anymore. All right. So also I suggest every round when it ends, the start of the new round, after the preparation phase, you count all your workers to make sure that your population track is correct. So we have the preparation phase, which was already done. Then we have the action phase, which I just explained. And then after the action phase, we have the production phase. Basically, the people will produce, they pay salaries and so on. But we'll explain that later when it happens. Then after the production phase, we have the elections phase, which I've already explained, and then the scoring phase. They get like little bits of points every round, and at the end of the game, there's some more scoring opportunities. Okay, so I suggest we start start the game almost, because I haven't explained the solo yet, but the solo, the Automa, the way it works, will happen very soon. So I'm going to put this away. It's not necessary right now. And I'll show you my 7 cards that I start with, and then how I'm going to start my first turn. The first card I have is Public Opinion Polling. So propose a bill and reveal 5 voting cubes from the bag. You may then call for an immediate vote without spending influence. If you do, use those 5 instead of drawing new ones. So basically you get like an idea of how it's going to come out. So it could be interesting. Reveal political scandal, take 2 influence from another player. It's not that good because they both only have 1. So I cannot use 100% of that one. And then here, need for change, propose 2 bills. It looks like I really have to focus on politics this time. Labor deregulation. Assign any number of unemployed workers. If 2C is in effect, which it is not, also reassign any number of workers already assigned to other companies. But yeah, that's not the case. Affordable housing, pay 20 varis to the capitalist class, gain 5 points, or pay 10 to the middle class and gain 3 points. I'm not sure if I want to do that just yet. Specialization, place a skilled worker of your choice from the supply in the unemployed worker area, then assign up to 3 workers. That is awesome, because that allows me to instantly get a trade union, which I'm definitely going to use. And then momentum for change. So there's dots, okay? These are the more interactive cards that I added to the deck. Up to you if you want to do it or not. It's optional. Get 1 influence for each bill marker of yours on the politics table. Then propose a bill. You may not call for an immediate vote on this bill. That is crazy, combined with the other card. Because I can get basically 2 influence and yeah, well, okay. Anyway, I'm just simply going to start with specialization. I simply have to. Because otherwise they might take my workers away. If any of them builds a building, then I might not be able to do that anymore. So I'm going to add a doctor, skilled worker, right? A doctor to here, and then I can assign them to 3 workers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1 here in the doctor's office, and then this doctor will come to my trade union because I now have 1, 2, 3, 4 people in healthcare. Then I can assign 1 more, and he will come here. There we go. And they're committed, of course. Right, so that's done. That is my turn. I do have like I said, extra stuff I can do, but there's literally nothing to do for me. So that's it. So I discard my card. Also, you notice I have 7 cards, but I'm only going to use 5 cards. So if I have 2 left, the round will end after their turn. So how does the Automa work? Okay, so the middle class will reveal a card. So in this case, this one. And here we see immigrant. So we have 4 different things on the top. The first one means that they're going to try and sell. They're going to try to export their goods, but obviously they don't have enough, so they're not going to do that. It says 1A, 1B, and that's also not in effect. So if that would have happened, they would have done that. Second is they would buy goods and services. Now, you might think, okay, how am I supposed to do that? Well, you have this deck of cards that will tell you what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. So, for example, put this next to this, right? And it says, to choose which goods and services to buy and from which source when there are multiple options, use the following criteria. First of all, free. And then if you have 3 or more unemployed, unskilled workers, but that's not the case, and then the cheapest. So basically you have to see what the cost is for everything. Now normally, and I forgot to put a cube here. There we go. Normally I think that would be health, because health is 5, education is 10. Luxury is 8, and they're going to buy up to the amount that they have to use to actually progress. So they would only have to buy 2 health, because this is already 1. Well, they buy from themselves for free. So health would cost them 10 Vardis, 2 from here. If they want to buy luxury, it's 3 times 8, so that's 24, so that's too much. Education would be 30, so that's definitely not going to work. So it is going to be health. Normally, if the population increases, they would try to avoid it. But population does not increase yet because it only increases at 12. So they are going to spend 10 Vardis, give it to states because they buy 1 health from themselves. And then they get 2 health from the state. I'm not even going to give it to them because as their free action, they take their 3 health and then use it to increase their prosperity and population. So they get 1 point and then 2 more because it's healthcare, and a gray unskilled worker is added. All right. So as you can count, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11. 11. So it's correct. Always good to count, especially also for me because I have my trade union guy. Actually, yeah, should have been 11 already because I added 1 because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 11. It's easy to forget this, okay? It's easy to forget this. Luckily, this only really, well, not luckily, but this matters every time you want to buy something because the moment it's still 3, but it might become 4 if they do it again. Okay, so that's done. What else do you see here? If they hadn't done this, they would have built a building. If they hadn't built a building, they would vote. And these are the 2 things they would try to vote on. First this one, then that one. And also, if they couldn't do any of those, they would do the special action. If they couldn't do any of those, they would add 3 cubes to the bag. So that was that. The fact that they spend their healthcare was their extra action, so that's done. Then it is the capitalists, all right? They're gonna vote. If you propose a bill this turn, add 2 voting cubes to the bag first, so they will add 2 blue cubes to the bag, and then they will try to change the taxes because they don't like taxes. Now, normally, the AI, the Automa, will always check if they can do an immediate vote. So that means they would spend 1 influence and then see if they have majority. But they do not, because even though they get the middle class support, they still just have 1. And you can see that thought process. Well, it's not on the cards, actually. It's in the rule book. It's in the rule book where it says that they will make sure. So, well, I guess I should prove it since I'm talking about it. Dun, 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 dun. The Automa side must have more influence than the other side. So at this point, since they have support, it would still be 1-1, so there's not more. And also, at least one of the other 2 classes must be on this side. So it was only 50% true here, not completely, so they don't do it. They don't try to do it anyway. All right, so then they could potentially do an extra action, but there's nothing that they can do as an extra action because their free actions are adjust prices, no. Wages, no. Give bonus, no, because that doesn't happen in this game. Buy storage, no. Pay off loan, no. So that's it, they're done. Then it is back to me. So because they already voted, they're already planning a vote makes my voting combination less interesting. I do like so much to do with influence and voting though. I have 4 cards that are all about voting, but I need to increase my prosperity as well, which is at the moment at 1, which is not supposed to be because that was from the example still. I want to buy that 3 health over there, and then I could buy health from somewhere else, but the only place I could do is here for 12, which is pretty crazy since it's only 5 there. So buying goods and services is an option that I can then immediately spend, but then my population check would be at 4. Yeah. I'm already happy I got the trade union because that will give me an extra influence. So maybe I should focus a little bit more on the other stuff. Yes, I think I could propose 2 bills and then I get an extra bill just to empty the bag as much as possible to push everything out. Yeah, let me think. Okay, I'm gonna do the need for change, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna propose 2 bills. I don't know how logical it is. I think education is way too expensive, and that will get me support. Yeah. Should I propose 2 bills though? Because I feel I'm not strong in the bag. All right, I will though. I am going to... Actually, no, I'm not going to propose 2 bills. I'm going to do something else. I'm going to do public opinion polling. Even though the chances are kind of like against me, I'm going to suggest raising the salaries. And I'm going to draw 5 cubes. So in the case that I think I can win, oh, I should wait until it's higher though. Sorry, I'm having AP here because there's so many things here. Okay, I'm going to propose 2 bills, and then I'm actually going to expect to lose. I'm going to expect to lose so I can empty the bag for them, and then hopefully later get a better result. So I might win for, well, okay, I'm just going to go maximum on both. Okay, that's it. I have nothing else to do. So then we go over to the middle class, and they will assign workers. If it's 7B or 7C, it is 7B. If you assign workers this turn, get a skilled worker from the supply first. So it's the same thing again, where we have to check what we do for the skilled worker. So in this case, it has to be needed by companies of an industry of which you don't have any. So, but then the thing is, we exclude these. So it's just going to be the same thing again. So sorry, you can see it here. The first step is here, exclude the ones in the unemployed area. So they basically don't exist. And then needed by companies for which there are enough workers to build. So in this case, they have to be fully operational, right? So then none of the, the training center is fully operational. So that doesn't count. Needed by companies of industry of which you don't have any. That is, well, orange again. So it's going to be another educational person. Okay. All right, so that's the end of that. Oh no, and then we assign, of course. Then we have to assign. So the way they assign middle class workers is like this. Most unemployed workers assigned. So it's always, well, it's going to be this one then, training center, because this only gives you 1. So they're going to build a trading center. Oh, no, they're not going to build anything. What am I doing? They're just going to assign people, right? They're just going to try to put them somewhere. So in that case, it would be this, but it's purple. So they can't use it. Clinic needs to have a doctor. They can't use it. So basically, they cannot assign. They can't assign. So they don't get the guy either. There's no point because they can't send their people anywhere. Yeah, so that doesn't work. They're going to build a building then. So maybe they end up building their training center anyway. Building company criteria. Unemployed worker class worker available to fill its slots. No. Requires middle class workers only? Yes. So it's going to be the training center. Yeah. Yep. So, and they'll do this. Up. And they'll pay 16. So they get 4 Vardis back. There we go. And these don't get refilled. They only get refilled at the end of the round during the preparation phase. Okay, they don't do anything extra. There's nothing else for them to do because their free actions are, what are they again? Same as mine, and then also adjust prices, wages, receive benefits, pay off loans, swap workers. No. Okay, back to the capitalists. Here we go. 1A, 1B is not in effect. So otherwise, half the cost would have been paid by the states, but that's not the case. So they're just going to build a company, and the criteria here is unemployed workers available to make it operational. So none of them actually. So they're going to have to build automated, which is the automated dairy farm. They're going to build more food. There we go. Actually, I'm going to put it here, even though it might be, I need this space for voting and everything. That's why I put it there. So they're going to pay 45 and get 5 fathers back, which is good for them because they're production and they don't have to pay salaries. Okay, that's it. They once again have nothing else to do but that, and then it's back to me. So I put down the 2 bills, then I can do the public opinion polling, or I can get rid of something, add 3 cubes to the bag, and then do public opinion polling with the hope that I can then propose a bill and then actually get it done immediately. But then I should have probably kept one of these open, like this one, for example, to increase my chances. So maybe I won't do that then. I could do momentum for change, get 1. Yeah, I'll do that. Momentum for change, get 1 influence for each bill marker of yours on the politics table, so I get 2. Then propose a bill. You may not call for an immediate vote on this bill. So basically, I'm going to get 2 influence. So I have 3 now. And then I propose a bill. It won't be an immediate vote, but that's fine. So let's see. I think, should I go for fiscal policy to get more space? Or I think it's just education is better. And increase the taxes for the capitalist class. Okay, so that's done. Don't do anything else. So that's my turn. Then it is the middle class. They're going to try to sell, but they cannot. They're going to try to build a building. They have 14. They cannot. Buildings are too expensive. They're going to buy goods and services. So they don't buy food. So they're going to have to see they can buy health again, but that would increase population. So they would prefer to avoid that. Because in this case it would be 15, which of course is a lot less. But exclude healthcare will lead, so they don't do healthcare, so they would then try to get, but they don't have enough money for anything else. They don't have enough money for healthcare either, so it doesn't matter. They skip that. Then they're going to vote. Let's see if they can, because a lot of stuff is occupied already. Welfare state, no. Labor market, no. So special action, draw 6 voting cubes from the bag. All middle class cubes drawn are returned, and the rest is removed. That actually might help me. We'll see. So let's draw 6, right? Okay, so here we go. By the way, you might have noticed there was an edit. That's because there was an influence cube in the bag. I had to check if the totals were correct. Okay, 2. Okay, so 6 cubes, right? So 1 more. No, so in the end, didn't really have that much effect. I was hoping for more blues, honestly. Okay, so that's done. They don't do anything else. Capitalists. Build a building. If you build a company this turn, pay 10 values less. They will for sure build a company. Although they will not. They will not. No, they will not, because they cannot. No, they cannot. Voting, labor market is blocked. Immigration is not blocked. And then you can see here, the capitalists, they want to have 7C. So they want to get as many people out there as possible. So they are going to put their voting here. All right. And they will not do an immediate vote because I have more influence. So that's not going to happen. Okay, done. My turn again. Okay, let's see. Of course, public opinion polling, I'm not going to do anymore. And actually, all of these I don't want to do. So now I should just look at what else I can do. I could go on strike to immediately force the capitalists' hands and see if they do something. that would get me quite a lot of money, which would come in handy later on. Let's see, because it would force them to build, but they can't build. So basically, they would. Well, it wouldn't force them to build. No, that's when I'm doing the demonstration. I'm thinking, does it? Because when I go on strike, they will just reveal cards to see if they do anything about it or not. So I could get more influence, which would be good for my votes, or more money, which would be good for as well. So I'm going to get rid of. Let's see. Think labor market deregulation. Assign 4 workers. I'm gonna get rid of that. And then, because I got rid of that, I am going to strike 2 companies. So the supermarket, but then they don't produce food. I don't really like that because I like the food because I have to buy the food. If I don't buy food from them, why is healthcare here? So their food is 12 and importing it is 15. Well, I just have to take chances, okay? Yeah. Okay, so that's my turn. Middle class, what are they going to do? Build a building. 7B or 7C is in effect. If you build a company this turn, use a skilled middle class worker of your choice from the supply. Okay, so let's see. Build company criteria. Requires middle class workers only. That's not the case. Unemployed working class available to fill a slot? No. Industry with fewest operational companies is a tie. Then healthcare or education is first. So they're going to basically build up. Oh, but they can't. Why am I checking this? They can't because they don't have money. They cannot afford it. They won't sell. They won't buy any goods because of aforementioned reasons. They won't do it. 1, they don't buy healthcare because they don't have enough. They only have 14. Assign workers. Is that at all possible? No, not possible either. Special action. Sell up to 6 health to the state for 10 voters each. They have no health because they used it already. So they're just going to add 3 voting cubes to the bag. Wow, in the end, they're going to be the ones sabotaging me. I did not expect it. I expected more from the capitalists to do that. But yeah, because they're going to try and block me here and block me here, but they'll help here. And they're also going to help them there. So yeah, wow. Okay, capitalists. Sell to the market, they're not going to do that because they don't have enough. And then voting, taxation, no. Welfare, no. Building a building, yes, they will build a building. And the company, I mean. Oh, no, they can't. There's no people available. They don't build a company. And then lobby. So they're going to pay 30 to get 3 cubes, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 30. Normally from their capital, but since capital is not available, it's from their revenue. So they pay 30 just 30, yeah. But is it to the state? No, not to the state. Just spend 30 to get 10. To get 3 cubes. 3 influence cubes. All right, so now suddenly they have more influence again. This really sucks. Okay, so this goes away. Yep. My last turn then, I guess I could just add cubes to the bag. Oh, but no. Of course, now it's easy for my last turn. Take 2 influence from another player. So thank you very much. I now have 5, and they together have only 3. So this is discarded. I might be focusing way too much on that, but because I'm not getting any points at the moment. I should probably be boosting my prosperity, but it is what it is. Okay, so that's my turn done. And then the middle class. Special action. If you have at least 4 unemployed workers, no. Buy goods and services, no. Voting, foreign trade, yes. So foreign trade, they would like, foreign trade is 6. So they would prefer 6B. It's already there, so no, they're not going to do anything. Assign workers, no, I don't think that's possible, right? I don't think they can assign any workers. They cannot, no. Special action, if you have at least 4 unemployed workers, no. And then add 3 cubes to the bag, again, wow. It's just middle class is gonna dominate the voting process. That's so bad for me too. Okay, then it is the capitalists. They will sell. No, cannot sell. They will vote. Elections, I mean, taxation, no. Education, no. Because the only thing still available is fiscal policy and foreign trade. Then build a building, no. Lobby, you're gonna spend another 30? Yeah, another 30 for 3 influence. So they're back up to 5. So now we tie in influence. Well, actually 6 if they work together. Okay, so that was basically horrible. That was everything that I didn't want it to be. Okay, so then now it is time for the production phase. And yeah, we'll see what happens with everything else. All right, so production phase, first of all, it's the other way around now. I started, but now it's the other way around. So the state starts and the state produces. So they will produce 6 healthcare, but there is a limit to how much they can have. Its maximum is production plus 6. So this is 6 plus 6 is 12, so they're still at 10, so that's fine. Their education will be now maxed out, because there'll also be 3 and 3. There we go. And they will not produce any influence because no one is working there. Then they will pay, so they will pay 30 to the middle class, and they'll pay 30 to me. So I have a lot of money now because I didn't spend any on my turn. Then it is the capitalists who will produce. They will first produce 3. Well, first we have to see how they react to the strike. Here we go. Response to strike. If the company has a gear or is the only operational company you have with that industry. So in this case, that would apply to the college. Yes, draw 2. If any of them have the influence symbol, increase the company's wages to level 3. So I'm hoping for a symbol. Yes, so cool. I'll get more money. Although influence at this point would have been better. And the cards go to the bottom of the deck, okay? So this goes to L3 and the token goes away. There we go. Then the other one, otherwise draw 1. So 1 for the sorry, not the supermarket, is the other one. College. All right, and now we draw for the supermarket. No. So if it doesn't, then basically the strike stays and nothing is produced, but I get 1 influence. Okay, so I'll remove this. This has not produced in any way. So they get 3 food from the automated dairy farm. They will get 6 luxury from their shopping mall. So they're at 8 now. And they will get 6 education from my teachers. And I get 30 for artists. And they say start the next round, change it back. I'm going to change it back now because it doesn't really apply. It doesn't really affect anything anyway. It says here, adjust wages again for all your companies to the beginning of the following round. Yeah, beginning, but it doesn't really matter, honestly. So they produced, now they have to pay. Now they don't pay for the supermarket because it didn't work, right? So they'll pay 30 to me. So, oh, sorry, they'll pay 30 to me. They only have 15, so they have to get a loan. So they get 50 Vardis in their capital. So in their capital. And so they have to pay 30 to me, so that's 15. And another 15. There we go. And then they pay 20 to the middle class. And there we go, I have 15 left. Yeah, that's it. And this is automated, so that's good for them. Then the middle class will produce. They will get... Oh, these were supposed to stand up. No, lie down, lie down. Sorry, they stand up now because they produced. So for education. This one will now stand up as well. This one will stand up. So they will get 2 education plus 2 because they have the basic worker as well. So healthcare here, so that's 4. So 4 healthcare. They will produce 3 food. And that's it. And then they have to pay me 8 and 8. So they pay me 16. Oh, not from the supply. Why do I keep wanting to take it from the supply? So they pay me 16 Vadis. All right, thank you very much. Okay, done. Produce it. That's done. Then it's my production. I have 1 trade union guy, so I produce 1 influence. I mean, a lot of influence. Wow. All right, so that is production done. Then we are going to move on to taxes, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I have an overview here. Where is it? No, first cover needs. Okay, so we cover needs. We start with the middle class. They need to buy 3 food, but it's their food, so it's free. So that's very simple. Then it is me who has to buy food. I have population of 3, so I have to buy 3 food. I'll buy 1 from them. So that's 12. And I'll buy the other 2 from them. So that's 24. $21, $22, $23, $24. For 2 food. But I have 1 left. All right, so that's the cover niche. Check IMF. The state didn't get a loan, so it's fine. Pay taxes. Now, at the moment, even though there's going to be a ton of stuff happening here, at the moment the taxes are still 5. So let's start with myself. It is 2B and 3A. So you can see here, 2B times 3A is 4 times my population. My population is 3, so I have to pay 12 taxes, $12 in taxes. So that's 10, I'll exchange 5. 2, there we go. Then for the capitalist is the amount of companies times the taxes. So the taxes is 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it? Okay, I think it's just the ones that they have, not. I don't think they have to be. Wait, let me just check. Companies you own. Yeah, it's not even where they're working. It's the companies you own. So 2, 4, 5 times 5. So it's 25 for them. That's 15, 20. I'll just do 25 and move this here. Okay, 25. And then they also have to pay corporate tax, which is the amount of money they have in their revenue, which is nothing, so nothing. Then it is the middle class. They also do 2B times 3A, which is 4 times wherever their workers are working in the public sector and the private sector. So 4 times 1, 2. So 4 times 2 is 8. So they pay $8. $8, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the state. Yeah, the state doesn't have that much money though. Yeah, even though it's times 5, wasn't that impressive, I feel. Okay, so that's done. And they also have their employment tax, which is also their amount of companies. So 3 times tax of 15. Okay. All right, done. Then, as you can see, we have elections, refill the bag. So for me, that is still 2 cubes. Now, had I raised my population, it would still be 2 because we're rounding up. But I guess raising your population will also give you more influence, which makes sense. So 2 cubes for me. For them, it's also 2 cubes, right? Yes, also 2 cubes. And for the capitalists, it's 5 divided by 2 is 2.5, rounded up is 3. So 3. Actually only 2. Actually only 2 because this one is not operational. So it's only be 2, so I'm going to remove 1. Okay. Right, so that's done. And then we do the actions. So the first one is me trying to push the taxes higher. The other 2 are against it, obviously. So I'm now going to pull out 5 cubes the chances are there's going to be a ton of yellow. So let's see. Okay, so bad for me. Really bad for me. Can I at least get 1? No, I cannot. So it's 0 to 5. So then we look at this, okay? So during the voting, spending influence when winning. So the other side has more influence than needed to win. I have 2, 4, 6, 7. So if I spend 7, I win, right? So they're then going to do draw X, where X is the difference, plus 1. So because I have 7 and I only need 5 to win, the difference is 2 plus 1. So they're going to draw 3 cards to see if they spend any influence. Because if they spend 3, they effectually they win, right? So the question is, do I want to spend everything in the hope of trying to win or not? Because all they need to do, they're going to draw 3 cards, and they just need 2, 4, 6, 7. Well, they need to have an icon on all 3 to win, though. But it seems a bit crazy to spend all my influence on this. Because they're going to draw 3 cards anyway. Yeah, I'm not going to spend anything, but they're going to draw regardless. So let's see if I had one or not. So they're going to spend 3 cards. So they wouldn't have spent anything. They would have spent 1, or they spend 1, they spend 2. So because it's both of them, they share. So they both spend 2 influence to make sure they win. So that's wasted. These all go to the bottom. So actually, I could have won the vote if I'd spent everything. But I like my influence. I want to use it on other stuff. Even though the high wage would have been really nice. Too bad. Okay, next up is the taxation. So that's of course what the state wants. So they are 4, and the middle class is also 4. I am against, because it would remove the A, of course. So now I have to basically, and because they won, all these go away. So do it again, draw 5 cubes, see what happens. So 2 to 1, 2 to 3, wow, okay. 3, what am I doing? It's 2 to 3. Okay, 2 to 3. So basically they are losing. So spending influence when losing, and there are 1 or more players are on your side. So your side have 4 influence. So they need to have 3 to win. Yeah. So has exact, needed to win, do nothing. Has influence, do nothing. Oh no, so it's other side. Okay. Other side has influence. Has influence, okay. And exact needed to win, has do nothing. Has more influence than needed to win. They do have more than they need to win, because they have 3 and they have 4, so they can go up to 7. Spend necessary influence, then draw X, where X is a total influence of the other side. So spend necessary influence to win, I guess. So that would be, they spend 3. You spend 3, that would give them, spend 2, that would give them the victory. Then draw X, where X is a total influence of the other side. So they would draw 7 cards to see if they have to spend their last 2. Well, in that case, I need to spend 3 to stop them. Because then they have 6, I have spent 4 to stop them from lowering it. Yeah. I have to spend 4 to stop them from lowering the taxes. But I kind of want to use it to try to win the other 2. Because they're spending the 2 regardless, so then I have huge advantage over the next 2. So they already spent 2, so I have to spend another 2, but they will draw 7 cards to see if they spend their final 2. I think it's safe to say they'll spend their final 2 then. So then they will have 6, so I need to spend 4. I'll do it. I'm going to spend 4 and they're going to draw 7. So spend 1. So that's 3. Spend 1. Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they all go back. I think I can actually stop drawing the moment I run out. So it was actually 1, 2. So these go back. Okay. So they spend everything in the hopes to win. 2, 4, 6. But surprise, I have 7. So that's it. Okay, so all this goes away. And then because I won, my 3 cubes go away, sadly. And the 2 yellows go back in the bag. So nothing changes. Next one is me against them again. Now it is for welfare. I only have 3 left. Influence. Okay. So it's 1 to 4. If I spend everything, I tie and I win. They cannot alter. So I will spend everything. I tie, I win, I get 3 points. And from now on, healthcare is free. And the taxes get boosted as well, because it's 3. 2 times 2 is 4, 7. 7. Okay. All right, coolio. All right, then is the next one. So me and the middle class against the capitalists. And mine goes away. These go back in the bag. So now I'm hoping for support from the middle class to win this one. There we go. Yes, good. Because nobody can affect the outcome. Yay, we won. Great. So these 4 go away. This one goes in the bag. So I get another 3, so that's 6. And the middle class gets 1. And now education is only 5. And because this changed, the prices changed as well. This goes to the middle, this goes to the middle. The health stays the same. That doesn't become cheaper. And we have not finished yet. There's one more. The capitalists want to have more people. And according to this, the middle class wants to have 7A. So of course they are 100% against. I'm also against, actually. Yeah, so let's see what happens. 3. Okay. Yeah, finished. And 4 of them are spent. Yay. This one goes back to the bag. Okay, cool. So that doesn't change at all. So the capitalists are having a tough time here. The reason why I didn't support it is because the less people are there, the more difficult it is for them to bring out their companies, which is what I want. Okay. All right, because less companies means they produce less, means they earn less, which is, like I said, what I want. Okay, so elections are done. This also changes the taxes. So it is 3, 2 times 2 is 4 is 7, 1 times 2 is 2 is 9. So the taxes are going through the roof now. All right, cool. That is done. Then we move on to scoring phase. So I used the different things here for that. So the scoring phase for the middle class is move your revenue to your capital and then gain points based on your capital. So their capital is 14. So they move up and get 1 point, and because they move to the rest is 3, so it's 4. They have 4 points now. Then for the middle class, whenever you gain, no, scoring phase. During the scoring phase, if your prosperity is lower than the number of your fully operational companies, gain 1. They have 3 fully operational ones, so they gain 1 prosperity, which is 2 points. And then for me, it's very simple. During the scoring phase, gain 2 points for each of your trade unions. I have 1, so I also get 2. All right, so that was the first round. So now we do the preparation phase. Move the round marker, boom. And then pay interest on loans, so they have to pay 5. Drop prosperity, so I was already at 0. They go back down to 0. Reveal events and political agenda, no. Draw action cards, yeah, so I get 5 new ones. Let's see what they are. Oh, you can't even read this, actually. Oh, no, never mind. So, specialization, place a skilled worker over your choice from the supply in your odds. Same thing as before. Awesome. Yeah, I might be able to then get a new trade union if everything goes my way. Signing bonus. Assign up to 4 unemployed workers. For each worker assigned to a company, get 4 Vardis from that company's owner. That could also be nice. I'll have 3 new ones, so. Buy 3 influence from the state for 15. That's also nice. I like my influence. So that's 3 already, 2 more. Immigration reform. Add 2 voting cubes to the back and then propose a bill for immigration. Okay. And then so that's 4, 1 more. Boost domestic tourism. Buy luxury from another player up to your population, paying half the cost. The other half is paid by the state, but it's 1A, 1B, which is not in effect. So at the moment, this is a useless card. Okay, then that is draw the cards, reveal new companies. So for them, they only reveal, they keep the ones they don't have yet, but they have both of them, so they go away. So, oh, what am I doing? Wrong deck. Aha, local newspaper, game store, and jewelry store. All right. And these go discard, I guess. And then these are always completely reset. So, fashion company, car manufacturer, fast food chain, and Institute of Technology. There we go. All right, get new workers and adjust population. So I get 2 unskilled workers, and then I draw 1 card thanks to immigration. That's another unskilled worker. We don't have skills. And then once again, they will choose a skilled worker. So once again, they exclude everything. They already have 2 companies, but that's not the case. Needed by companies for which there are enough workers to build, make them fully operational. There's none of the, well, there is 1 purple, I guess, over there. Yeah, so it would be a purple because they have 2, so they could cover this actually. So yeah, 1 purple one, 1 luxury, well, media guy. All right, done. Hup. And then they also get 1 card, which will be a doctor. There we go. All right, that's the workers done. And adjust population, of course. So let's count. 4, 6, 7, 8, 11, 13. So that makes sense because they added 2 people. Oh, actually I added 3 people because I have a gray one as well. So it's 14. For me, it is 4, 5, 6, 9, 11, 13, 14. Same thing. Yeah. All right, cool. And then it's action phase. So I get to start. Let me see. So boost domestic tourism with the luxury stuff is useless. Healthcare is free now, right? I think I just buy healthcare because it's free. I can buy 4 from them and then 4 from the middle class and pay for it. I could assign workers, but I could actually assign the media company. I could do assign workers with the specialization and then have 3 in media, which potentially, otherwise it'll get taken by them. Yeah, I'm going to do that first. Even though this is free, there's also a lot of it there, so I think I have time. So specialization, place a skilled worker of your choice from the supply in the unemployed workers area, then assign up to 3 workers. So this guy will go, and then his 2 buddies will join him. So that means I go up to 5 now. Hup. Yeah. All right. So that's done. Middle class. If you sell to the foreign market, sorry, I forgot the business deal and the foreign market. So up and up. So if they sell to the foreign market, gain an additional 5 Vardas for each transaction you perform. They can sell the healthcare, and they can, yeah, they're going to sell to the foreign market. And also for each transaction, they get a points, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Whenever you sell to the foreign market, gain 1 point for each transaction you make. Yeah. Yep. So they do 2 transactions because they sell 3 education and 3 healthcare. So they get 30 and 2 points. They get 30. And also an additional 5 for each, so they get another 10. Wow. Good move. Great move. That's it. Yep. Then it is the capitalists. Special action. If you have any companies that could get a machinery token, they do. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 companies. All right, special. If it's not the final round, pay 20 to get a gear. If able, pay 25 more and get an additional gear. They have no money. They have like 9. So I don't think they can't pay. They don't have the money, so they don't do the special action then. So then build a building. They can't build a building because they don't have the money either. Oh, they can. This is only 8 Vardas. This is also 8 Vardas, so they can build a building. Okay, so let's see if they can build a building. Which one? If they can. Okay, unemployed workers to make it available to make it operational. They do. The fashion company and the fast food chain are available, both of them. This with the fewest operational companies. I think it would be the fashion company then. Yeah. All right, so there'll be this one and this one. Although it doesn't really matter which workers they assign. Sorry. Okay, choose according to these operations. So you don't have any, does not cause requirements for trade union to be met. It doesn't matter. Media, no. Healthcare first. So it's going to be this one, right? So we have it already. And I took this one. Could be any of those 4 actually. Okay, so that's that. They're here now. Salaries in the middle. Done. All right. They don't do anything else. There's nothing else to do. They do have a loan. They will pay. Oh, they have to pay, of course. 8. They do have a loan. They will pay off that loan when there's 100 in their capital. Then they'll pay it off. Okay, so that's done. My turn. Actually, they really need to sell to the to here. But yeah, we'll see when that happens. All right. So like I said, I really need to buy something. I think I'm going to get rid of boost domestic tourism and not use it. I'm just going to buy goods and services. So I'm going to buy 5 health from the state for free, of course, because healthcare is free. And then I can buy healthcare from anywhere else, but I don't want to. So I'll just use, this is supposed to be 1 and 1. It doesn't matter, I use it immediately. So this goes up 1. A worker is added here. And I get it 1 point plus 2 because healthcare, so it's 3, so it's 11. There we go. That's my turn. Okay, middle class. Voting, immigration. If you propose to build this turn, add 2 voting cubes to the back first. Yeah, they really like to vote in the middle class. Oh, but wait. Immigration and taxation. Oh, they're unhappy with taxation regardless. So let's first check immigration. I think they're fine with immigration. That's 7. Oh, 7A. They're not fine with it. They want to... No, they'll go for that one. They don't want anyone to come in. All right. That's it. Nothing else happens. Then it is the capitalists. They sell. Okay, if you sell the foreign market, get an additional 5 Vardis for each transaction you perform. Okay, so they are going to sell as much as they can. All right. So first of all, food, they cannot. For luxury, they have 8. So they basically do the 2, which is 55, and plus 10, so 65. Health, they cannot. Education, they have 8. So they will sell 7 for 35, or 7 for 40 then. Yeah, suddenly they have money again. Boom. All right, so that's done. They don't do anything else. My turn. Let's see. I can assign workers, but there's no one to assign them to. That is a problem. Let's see. Yeah, there's nowhere to assign them to. At the moment, I have 3 workers. There are no spots, or there's 2 spots here. So I can't do a demonstration yet. I'm missing 1 worker. I can go on strike again, of course, to try and get more money out of it. That would be these 2 again. I can, of course, propose a bill, reveal 5 voting cubes, and then call for an immediate one, but I need more cubes for that first. All right, so I'm going to play highlight social issues, buy 3 from the state for 15. There's not that many available, so I might as well get that. Then it is the middle class's turn. Build a building. They'll definitely build a building. If you build a non-media company this turn, pay 4 Vardis less, then get a storage for the resource produced by that company. So we'll see if they end up building that company. This is the criteria. At the moment they have 1 of each, so unemployed working class worker available to fill its slots. Yes, so that's these 2. Requires middle class, no. Industry with the fewest operational companies. That's a tie. Then it's healthcare, education, no. Agriculture, no. Luxury, yes. So they're going to build a game store. So in that case, it is a non-media company. They pay 4 Vardis less, and they get a storage for luxury. So because of lack of space, I'm just going to put this here, I guess. I'll put it like this. The card, we'll be able to see it. So they build that. So the game store. Oh, but they can't. They don't have the person to build it for. They can't build a game store. They have to build a local newspaper then. So it is a media company. Because they don't have, yeah. So it's a local newspaper. Yes, that's it, right? So this one and this one. So they do not have the discount, so they pay 14. There we go. Done. All right, that's it. All right, then this goes here again. Capitalists. Votes. Foreign trade. They can, if they don't like it. They 6A. They don't like it. They want to do it, yeah. So if you propose to build this turn, place your marker on your desired policy, even if it's not next to the current section. You may only call if you placed your... Okay, so they're not going to do it anyway because they don't have the influence, but they will try to put it here. All right, so that's done. That's that turn. My turn then. So, cannot assign workers at all. Cannot get. I can, however, buy education and then use it that. So I'm going to get rid of immigration reform because I can't do it anyway. It's already blocked. So I get rid of it. Oh, wait. Is that the one that I want to get rid of? I'm going to get rid of affordable, no. I'm going to get rid of immigration reform and then buy goods and services. I'm going to buy education from them for 5. So 5. And I'm going to spend it immediately. So 5 from the state for 25. Spend it immediately, so I get 2 points. And this guy will become a doctor. Again, just so I can fill up the clinic, potentially. And yeah, that was my turn. The points and the upgrade, and yeah. So back to them. Buy goods and services. If you buy this turn, a public education company with your workers does the production first. So they will obviously produce, so they get 30. And it produces, so it is 7 here, but the maximum is 12, so it produces 5. And then they buy goods and services. So they're going to go for education because education is available, and it's also going to be. They're going to exclude healthcare because it'll do that, which is it's what they don't want. So they're going to buy 1 from themselves, and then the remaining 3 they're going to buy from them for 15. So it's 20. You get 5 back. And they spend that for. You get 1 point. 1 prosperity, so 1 point. And also they will upgrade one of their workers, but I guess they'll just upgrade a worker that's just randomly available. So I guess it's like skilled workers criteria, right? So needed by companies, so there are enough workers to build or make them fully operational. So they need a blue guy personally. So they will, preferably, they will exchange this one for a blue. And then as their extra action, they have swap workers. So then they will swap this guy for, does it have to be though? So it'll stay like this for now. So he's there now, but later on when we have a unskilled worker, he can be swapped out for other stuff. Okay, so that's done then. The capitalists. Voting, labor markets. So they go to the right side, which is really bad. If you propose to build this turn, place your marker on your desire, same thing again. But of course they don't do any of that. My turn. So obviously I'm going to have to fight to, and I'm going to need my influence. I can assign 2 people here for 8 Vardis. But that's not a lot of money, but it would get me 25, of course. I can propose a bill and get cubes. I can just throw away a card to get 3 cubes. I think I'll just assign people here to get the money. I don't know, I don't think so. Not yet. I want to keep my people there for now. So propose a bill and reveal 5 voting cubes, and then I decide if I do an immediate vote without spending influence. If I do, use those 5 cubes instead. So I would vote on maybe making education free to really annoy the capitalists. Maximum tax. Let's see. All right. So obviously that would mean that I am pro and they are against. But they have no influence whatsoever. and I have 3. So all I need to do is not lose horribly. That's a good start. Well, I think I win anyway now. Yeah, 2, 3, but I spend 2 influence, or 1 influence, and I win, because tie means I win. And they have nothing to do, they don't have influence to spend. So, I win the vote, this goes back in the bag, this is discarded. Education becomes free, and taxes are now a whopping 11. Maximum tax, baby. Okay, so this is now free. Education and healthcare is free. That's cool. And 3 points for me. Up. There we go. All right. Middle class turn. They should really buy goods and services now. They do. 2B and 2C. That is in effect. Yes, 2B is in effect. If you buy goods and services turn, the state first gives you 2 Vardis for each of your employed workers in public or capital class. Also, each of them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. They give you money to buy free stuff. All right, so then they will go for free, which is basically education, because that's first, because the other stuff will increase population, which they don't want. So they will get 4 education for free and immediately spend it. So they will get 2 points, and they will upgrade one of their workers. And if we follow the previous criteria, then it still has to be yet another blue one. So we get this one out to this one, because these are the ones that are available at the moment. Even though they will stay though. They need to swap workers, but there's no basic workers to swap out. Okay, here we go. Sell. They can't sell. So then it's build a building. I'm sure they can. Yeah, they can. So build a building. Okay. Unemployed workers available to make it operational. Yes, because the fast food chain will be built, because they can put either workers there. Oh. There's too much wind. So, build a building, yeah. Doesn't fulfill requirements for a trade union. Aha, yeah, so, but it has to be the fast food chain, right? Yeah. Because when both classes are available, they'll assign middle class workers. So they'll take the fast food chain, put it here, and put these 2 there. Wow. A doctor and a farmer working at McDonald's. Okay then. All right, and I have to pay 8 Vardis for that. There's going to be some worker swapping going on for sure. Okay, so that's done. Yeah, that's it. This goes here. And more food for them is good, because people buy food from them for sure. That is the end of the round again. So we then do the usual produce goods and services, so production phase, right? So here, so we start with the states. They will produce 6 health. Yes, they have space for it. 6 health, because they can have 12. They'll produce 6 education, is it? Yeah, 6 education, which they also can. And they'll produce 3 influence, is it? I think so, right? 4 influence. And then my guys stand up, because they're going to get paid. The state will give me how much money exactly? 30, 60. Ching, 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 60. Man, I'm swimming in the money. I just have so much money now. All right. Then they will also give the middle class 30. I didn't enjoy that. Okay, then it is the capitalists. Oh, I forgot to strike. Not too bad. So these guys stand up, because they'll be producing. They get 4, 10 luxury. Yeah, they have space for it. So 10 luxury. They get 3, 7 food. This is maximum now, they're at 8. They will get 6 education. Okay, I have to pay. They pay me 20, is it 20? Pay me 40. Then they pay the middle class 15.35. Okay, and then it is the middle class. They will produce 4 education. They will produce 3 influence, which is bad for me, honestly. So these stand up. They will produce 3 food. And they will produce 4 health. Okay, and then they have to pay 8, 16, 24 to me. Well, yeah, 24 to me. That's it. And then production for me is 1 influence from my trade union. And that's it. That is production. Then it is cover needs. So when we cover needs, it's them first. They need 4 food. They have 3 of their own, so that's 3. They have to buy 1 food. And that 1 food will come from them. So they pay 12 to the capitalists. And then I have to pay a whopping 60 to them to get food. Oof, it's painful. All right, so that's my food covered. My people are fed. That is the needs. Then it is check IMF, but the state is fine. Pay taxes. The state is about to be real fine. All right, first of all, we are now at 2B and 3A for me. So 2B, 3A, so that's 4. 4 times my population is 5, so 20 to the state. And then it's the amount of companies is 3, 5, 7 times 11. They have to pay 77 in taxes. Wow, 77. And then they have to pay corporate tax. They have now 17 left in revenue, so that's 5 Vardis. They just lost 82 Vardis taxes. And then we have the middle class, the same thing. They have 4 times 11, that's 44. So, yeah, one back. The state is just so filthy rich. And then they also check, it is 2B and 3A. So that is 4 times the amount of places where they work. So 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 16. I have to pay another 16. So they get 4 back. Okay. Wow. Okay. Then that's done. Then we refill the bag. So for me, that's 5. That's 3 cubes. For the middle class, it is 2 cubes because they're at 4, and this is also 2. So it's 2 cubes. They already have a lot in there anyway. Capitalist class is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Has to be operational. So it's 3 cubes. Okay. So that is done. Then we carry out the elections. So we will start with here, the labor market. So that is, they are for, everybody else is against. So I think there's a very, very slim chance they'll get it because they have no influence whatsoever. So there we go. But of course, it's bad for our cubes. Oh, in the end, we win. They don't do anything. So ours go away and his goes back in the bag. So failed. Then it is a foreign trade. 6A. So nobody wants 6A except for them. So same scenario. So he's basically bleeding cubes now. He's bleeding our cubes. Although he might win. Although I wouldn't allow that. Yeah, he wins, but we both spend 1. So he loses. Okay. Yeah. So this goes back in the bag. Yes, and this goes away. And then it is them. They go for 7A, and they're the only ones who want 7A. So now it's them against us. But they do have 2 influence, so it can be tricky. Oh, very tricky. Okay, so we win, but now we have to check though, because she's alone. I don't know why I'm saying she, but whatever. Okay. You're the only player inside with influence and you are losing. Other side has influence. So you have exact the amount of influence needed to win, which is not true. Have more than you need to win, which is true. So they spend 1. Now they're winning. And then draw X, where X is the total influence of the other side, which is 2. So they're going to draw 2 cards to see if they spend anything. Now the question for me is, do I want to spend my influence to try and stop them? Because I need to spend 2. If I don't, they'll get 3 points and there'll be less people to put into companies. Which is all the same to me, to be honest. I think I'm spending 1. We'll see. So they draw 2 cards to see if they spend anything. Nope. They can still win. Yes, they do. So they spend their last influence and they win. So 3 points, and immigration is now 7A. So no extra people will come through. Which I guess for them is good in a way that for me, it's very difficult to get skilled workers. I'm just going to get unskilled workers now, which is more difficult for me than to fill up the positions required. So it basically screws me over. I should just spend 2 cubes, I realize now. Oh well, regret always comes too late. All right, so that was the elections, now completely done. Yep. And then check scoring phase. So middle class, the companies are higher than the prosperity, so it goes up, so you get 3 points. So that's 17. For me, it is 2 points for each of my trade unions, so 18. For the capitalist class, the 12 moves over, and then that's 13, right? So I guess they 1 point again, because they're still here. Yeah, the capitalists are really having a tough time with all the taxes, and they were unable to change it, which is huge as well. Okay, so done. Yeah, oh, by the way, here we lost, so all this goes away, and those 3 cubes go back in the bag. All right, so that was the scoring. That's it. So new round, move round marker, that's 3. Pay interest on loans, so they have to pay 5. Draw prosperity, so 2 for them, sorry. For me, 1. Reveal events, no. Draw action cards. Okay, so I get 5 new ones. This is the first new one. Perform a strike, you may place an additional strike token for each trade union you have. I like that. That's 1. Migration, if you have at least 4 unemployed workers, remove up to 2 of them, get 5 for each unskilled. Okay, all right. That's number 3. This will reduce my farming costs. I might actually get that because it's so expensive. Number 4, healthcare benefits. Buy health from the state of your population, paying half the cost, but it's free. So I can't even use it because it's only with 4B and 4C. And then 5, proletarians of the world, unite. Add voting cubes to the bag equal to your population, which is 5 at the moment. It's huge. Okay, that's cool. So add cards. Reveal new companies. These two will stay because they want to have this. In the end, they ended up building a non-media one, so this is supposed to go away. They don't have this. They built a media one, I mean. Okay, so here we go. Pharmacy. And then these two go away. And academy, supermarket, radio station, and automated grain farm. Okay. Draw a business deal and export cards. So the business deal goes away. Export card. There we go. That is done. Get new workers and adjust population. So very easy for me, just 2 gray ones and no new people come out because of the immigration stop, thanks to the middle class. The middle class gets 1 gray one and then 1 depending on their skilled worker criteria stuff. So, where is it? Here. Needed by companies in your market, exclude industries of which you have already built 2 or more. There's none of those, so it doesn't matter. Needed by companies for which there are enough other workers to build, make, or make them fully operational. So, that would be these 2. Yeah. And then needed by companies which you don't have any. Yeah, so it has to be blue again, which is kind of crazy because they're going to get blue anyway by swapping when it's their turn. They have so many luxury guys now. Yeah. Okay. So that's done. Yep, that's done. Adjust population. So let's count just in case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 15. I don't think that's correct. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, 13, 16. Yeah, 16, see? Alright, for me it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 17, 18. Yeah, so I have to pay up to 6 now. Alright, so then we continue with the action phase. Yeah, my turn. We're halfway now. So this can go. Okay. I signed up to 4 unemployed workers, but the thing is, I could put 2 people here, but then that's it. I don't want to spend it that way. Buy help from the state, can't use that. I can build a cooperative farm and put my doctor in there. Why not? Let's see. Perform a strike. I can do that at any time. I think I'm just going to get some more workers out. So I'm going to buy goods and services. So the card that allow me to get cheap healthcare, I'm going to throw that away because I get it for free. So I'm going to buy healthcare from the state for free. So that's 6. And then I can buy healthcare from somewhere else. I do have a lot of money, so I'm going to get 5 from them for 40. Is it worth it though? No, it's not worth it. It's too expensive. I'll just try to go to the state again later on. You never know if it works. So I bought 5 from them. I took 6. So I'm going to use it immediately anyway. No, I bought 6, yeah. Sorry, I bought 6, yeah. I use it immediately. So that means 2 points plus 2 because it's healthcare. So that puts me on 22. And then my population check goes up 1. And then I get an unskilled worker there. So now I have a lot of people. So I have 5 people now and only 2 spots. So I could actually, before that I could have put a demonstration as well to force people to build a company. If not, they lose points. Anyway, now it's the middle class. So I'll put this away. Build a building. If you build a non-media company this turn, pay 4 less. Have you seen that before already? So build a building criteria has to be a luxury now on, right? Okay, first of all, unemployed working class worker available to fill its slots. Yes. The game store. So it has to be that one then. So they build a game store because that's number 1. So they do this. So hub and a hub. And then they have to pay 12. But it's a non-media company, so it's -4. So they only pay 8. And they get free storage. So the storage I just removed is now added. So I'll put it underneath. Lack of space. This is a table hog, you know, this game. Okay, done. So the guy that I just took out is already, well, at least he's earning me $8. It's not that good, but it's better than nothing, I guess. So that's it. That's all they do. Do they swap? They swap workers, right? Because they're middle class, they do swap workers. So they're going to swap this one out for this one, because he can then be used for the jewelry store later on, potentially, I guess. But yeah, maybe not, because they don't have the people. Doesn't matter. Capitalists. If you build a company this turn, pay 10 less. They don't have the money, they can't build. So they sell abroad. So, okay, let's take a look. They have 10, but they can only sell 8, so they'll get 2 back. And they get 40 Vardis for that. Then they sell food. They have 7 food, which they sell all of it for 80. They're actually having a loss then, because they sold it to us. They sell it for 12. But anyway, then they have 7 education. They'll sell 6 for 45. Well, I have some money again. Oh, why did I put the money here? Okay, brain freeze. All right, that's done. They don't do anything else. They only pay this off if they have 100 here. So for the moment, they're stuck with their loan. Okay, my turn then. I could get healthcare again, 5, and then get another one from there. So I would have 6, and then I get 5 points, an extra worker. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to get rid of migration, because it gives you money for having people that don't work, but I like having people, actually. So I'm going to get from the States, so the 5 for free again, which I'll immediately use, but I also buy 1 from here for 8. So that's 6, which means this goes up by 1, and a worker comes out. Got to keep on the pressure, so that's all spent. And then, of course, like I said, 3 points plus 2 is 5. So 27. There we go. That's me done. So at the moment I have 5 unemployed people, but still just 2 spots available, right? Yeah. So if I do a demonstration and nobody does anything, I could take 5 points or 3 points from them, and then yeah. Okay, we'll see. Okay, buy goods and services. Healthcare is sold by the state at half price this turn. It's free, but there's none available, so they can't buy that anyway. But they will buy goods and services. They'll go for education, so they'll buy from the state and themselves for free, themselves first, so it's 4. And then they will buy another 1 for free from the states. So education, they will go up at 2 points. And they will upgrade one of their workers. I guess this time it will be a doctor, because if I'm not mistaken, healthcare is higher. Agricultural, education, healthcare, yeah. So they'll take this guy, replace it with this guy. Okay, that's done. Capitalists, voting, taxation. Oh, they're gonna try again. If you propose a bill this turn, pay 25. If able, propose 2 bills instead. So they pay 25. And they will go for foreign trade as well. Oh, but wait, foreign trade. Maybe they like foreign trade at the moment. No, they don't. They want to have 6A, right? They do. So foreign trade as well. So they go here, taxation, and here. In a desperate effort to lower taxes. Okay, done. My turn. So if I do a cooperative farm, I actually get them off the hook, right? So that's kind of sad. I can buy education to get. Problem is, I can only get for healthcare, right? There's no other industry where I have enough people. I have 3 farmers, but it's not enough. I have 2 scholars, but it's not enough. I have only 1 guy working in luxury and 3 in media. 4 in media. Oh, 4 in media. I didn't know. Okay, in that case, I need to buy education and assign. Okay, right. I'm going to get rid of the assigning bonus. You get money if you assign workers. Because I really need to buy education. So I buy 6 education from the state for free, of course. So 4, and I spend it immediately. Well, I don't spend it immediately. I'm just gonna buy it. I think I'll spend it later. Because if I spend it now, somebody might take it. Although I don't think they will. I think it's safe. So I spend it now. So I get 4 points. So that's 31. And this guy's replaced. All right. Middle class. Buy goods and services. A public healthcare company with your workers does production first. So they produce more education again. So 6 education is added, and they get 30 from the state. And then they buy goods and services, which will be healthcare now. No, because not enough. They will get just 5 from the state. Up, and then that's 3 points for them. Because they immediately use that. And they can also upgrade another worker. And it's going to be another doctor somewhere. Let's take this one here as well, because the same reasoning as before. A lot of doctors who work in the university, it makes sense. That's done. Then it is my turn. Not my turn, it is the capitalist turn. All right, so they will vote, again, labor markets. Oh. If you propose a bill this turn, call for an immediate vote without spending influence. Okay. I guess they have to. It's not like check if they do or not. It's just call, do it. Okay, so they are for, we are both against. And you can be sure that I'm going to use my influence to stop him, if necessary. 2-1. 2 more. Well, 3-2. But no influence. Oh, we only have 1 Oh, I can't stop him. If I spend influence, it's a tie. So he wins. Oh my goodness, that's horrible. So he gets 3 points. He gets 3 points, and all the salaries go down to minimum wage. Oh my God, the state is super happy now. Minimum wage and high taxes. Wow. Oh, that's horrible. That is horrible. Oof. Maybe I have to propose a bill here then. So his 3 cubes go away, the 2 other ones go in the bag. There's not a lot of cubes left in the bag, actually. I don't think. Okay. Wow. My turn. So I should do my trade union. But assigning workers is the main action. So there's too much other stuff I want to do, or stuff that I want to keep. Because that's 6 now. 6 is 72. If I have a farm, 2 food is already spoken for. So that would help a lot. Adding voting cubes to the bag, 6 is huge, but I can wait another round for that, honestly. Perform a strike. I should do that when I have the other union there. But with another union, I get 2 influence though, and 4 points, which is also huge. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of affordable housing. That's when I pay them for points. Should I get rid of the farm? I do have enough money at the moment. I gotta get rid of, but my salary just went down. Oh. I'll get rid of the farm anyway. No. Yes, yes, yes. No, 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 no. Yes, I get rid of the farm. Okay. No, I'll get rid of the points because I'm gonna get points anyway. So I get rid of the points, the point card to pay money to get points, and then I'll assign workers up to 3. So 1 will come here because I have 4 people in media. Although, would they have? Oh, they don't care about that. Okay. All right. So we have that. And then I can assign 2 more. I guess I'll do this. Yeah. So that's done. So then I can't build a farm anymore actually now. So unless I keep buying healthcare. Okay, I'm not going to get rid of affordable housing. I'm going to get rid of the farm instead. Okay. That is done. So then it's the middle class's turn. So let's see what they do. They're going to buy goods and services. The state first gives you 2 voters for each of your employed workers in the public or capitalist. Oh, nice. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 18 voters. So once again, the state pays them money to buy free stuff. Because then they buy goods and services, they're obviously going to go for education again because they can get that for free. So, up, they get 4 points. And then they can upgrade a worker again. So, just wherever there's still an unskilled one. I guess we'll do this one. And once again, it'll be a doctor because that's the same mindset as before. And it's done. Capitalists, they're going to build a building. They do have the money. If you build a company this turn, build 2 companies instead if able. And then add 2 companies to the market. That's very interesting. Okay, first let's see. Unemployed workers available to make it operational. Yes, because we have 2 of these. So he can use mine for the radio station, which is really annoying because I don't want it to get influence, but he will build that. So they'll do that one. It's the only one that's available. So, up. I guess I can put it here. And my guys are there. Minimum wage, of course. And that costs 8. And then it says build 2 companies instead if able. Yes, because that's going to be the automated grain farm. More food. 40, they get 15 back. It's 25. Okay. They don't have many points now. They don't have a lot of points now, but they're going to get some pretty soon. You'll see. All right, so now for my last turn, I think I have to propose a bill. We have to get the salaries up again. But then the problem is, yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the other card, the points cards anyway. I have to propose a bill. I cannot. No, I can. I think I can live with it for 1 turn, for 1 round. It'll be damaging a lot because it's like cut in half in some cases. But I can do a general strike now because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 companies. But I think a strike cannot be when they're committed. Yeah. So I actually only have 2 companies where I can strike. And there. But then they don't have a reaction to a strike, do they? I guess they just don't. My guy just doesn't produce and I get influence. That's it. Right. I could strike, because strike allows me to strike 4. I'm going to strike. Because that allows me to put down 4 strike tokens, the general strike here. So yeah, they will have to pay me the top wage though, the top salary. So this will still give me a lot of money. And then I can put another 2 out, like I said. And those other 2, I'm going to put here, I guess. Like my guy will not produce health and influence, but I will get influence for it. So at least there's that. So that's my final turn. Then we have the middle class. They will vote for taxation. That's not an option. And then foreign trade, that's also not an option. So they will buy goods and services again. For goods and services, they will go for healthcare this time, I think, because everything else is not available or too expensive. So healthcare 4 is free, and then they have to buy 1 more healthcare, which will be from here for 12. Yeah. So 10, 12, and that's 5 healthcare then. They will go up 5, and here add a worker. 5 plus 2 is 7. So they'll jump to 33. Wow, okay. Very prosperous, the middle class now. Okay, that's done. Then it is the capitalists. They will sell, they can't sell. They will vote for, well, yeah, they're going to try to reduce healthcare. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the end again. So we're up to the production phase again. So production, the state will produce 4 influence, which they can. They will produce 6 education, 6 health. And then they will pay basic wages. So that's 25.50 to me. And they will pay 25 to the middle class. Then we'll see how they react to strikes first. Response to strike. Oh, we already know. If there's a gear on it, or if it's the only one, or if there's more than one, then I'm double check. If the company has a gear or machine on it, or is the only company you have, you draw 2. So this is the only one that they have, so they draw 2. Yes. So they do pay, so this is going to be here. All right, then here, the supermarket, it is not the only one, so just draw 1 card. Oh wait, if it's... Yeah, so they just draw 1, but they will pay me maximum. That's nice. These 2, that's later. So basically they're going to pay me max as 30, 55, 65, 65, 75. They'll pay me 75. But they'll get their money back when I have to buy food from them. So yeah, I don't think they have anything to worry about. So basically the strike tokens go away because we didn't really strike, we just got the money we wanted. Then it goes back there. Then they pay the middle class workers, that's 15, 25, 35. Well, they're almost broke again. Okay, then they produce. So they produce 2 influence, 3, 6, 8, 12 food. Now the question is, what is supposed to produce first and pay then, or pay first and produce then? So I think they produce first and then they pay. So normally this would have sparked, oh no, not yet, because you have this. We'll see if it's necessary. So 3, 6, 9, 10, 6, 7, 8, and those 4 go here. And then they produce education, 6 education. There's space for that. They produce health, that's 6 health. There's space for that. And then luxury, that's 4, that's 10. And they also have space for that. Because they only have 2 here. So no need to buy storage because they have the free market here. Okay. All right, so that's done. And also you're supposed to produce first and then pay, like I said just now. Okay, then it is the middle class. So they'll produce first, 4 education. Then here I don't produce. So I don't get a salary either, but I do get, basically I get 2 influence. Right? And they produce 2 influence and 2 health. This goes away. I will get 6, so I get 12 from them. 12. And that's 2 luxury. 2 luxury and also 2 food. 3 food. These 2 were on strike, so I need to get 4 luxury actually. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. And 3 food, yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right, so that's done. Everybody stood up, wages have been paid. Then my production is 2 influence because of my trade unions. That makes me happy. I have 5 influence, which is more than them added together, so that's nice. Because I have to defend these 2 here, tooth and nail. Okay, so that's done. Next is cover the needs. So they have to pay 5 food, but they have 3 of them themselves, which is free. They buy 2 from them at 12. So they pay 24. So they get back 6. And I have no food whatsoever and 6 people. So that's 72. 72 that I have to pay to them. So basically, the salary they pay me, they just got it back. All right, so that's my needs covered. Then pay taxes. So the taxes, sadly, for most people involved, they're still maximum, right? Yeah, they're still maximum, yeah. So, time to cough up the money. For me, it is, I don't know, the taxes went down. It's not down, but the wages went down. So the costs for me will go down as well. 2C, 3A. 2C, 3A is just 1. So I just have to pay 6 because the wages are so low. Then for the capitalists is the number of their companies. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 11, 99. Wow, so they pay 100. They get back 1 Vardis. And then they have 6 in their revenue, which means they have to pay another 1. Oof, that is painful. Then it is the middle class. They also have to pay 55. And then they pay 2C times 3A. That's also 1 for each. So it's basically 1, 2, 3, 4 Vardis. So they get back 16. Wow, the state is not a player, but if they were, wow, they'd be killing it. Okay, next, that is the tax is done. Refill your bag. So, good news though for the capitalists, they're gonna get a ton of cubes. So I get 3 cubes because my population divided by 3. They also get 3 cubes, but the capitalists, they have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 4.5, they have 5 cubes. and they have a lot of votes out, so a lot of bills out they proposed, so they're gonna go for it. Okay, let's see. First one is taxation. Two of them are for. I'm the only one against. Honestly, I don't. There's points from me, of course, but we'll see. We'll see what the result is. Looking really bad at the moment. Yeah, they win. I'm not gonna do anything. At best, I can tie, which means I lose. So they are not gonna spend anything either way. So they win. He gets 3. He gets 1. So these all go away, and taxation goes down now. So at the moment, that would mean it is 2 times 1, so 2, 4, 6. So from 11 down to 6. All right, next is healthcare benefits. So they also have the support. So let's see. Wow, how am I supposed to stop this? Oh, they win again. Landslide. Nothing I can do. 3 points. Up. 1 point. Up. Healthcare is now back to 5. Well, it couldn't last, of course. It couldn't last. Next one is foreign trade. That is 6A. I'm pretty sure he's the only one who wants 6A. Yeah, so he has no more supports. There you go. Oh, here I am now. I finally decided to come out to play. Well, 4-1 though. But it's interesting now because we have 3, 5, 7 influence and he has 2. So we can actually win if we spend the influence. So we have to decide on what he does as well. Because if that happens, this goes to level 3 and then buying food from there is really, really a death sentence. Okay, spending influence when winning, right? When winning. Other side has more influence than needed to win. I do think so. It has 5 plus 2 is 7. We get up to 8. Yeah, for sure. Other side has more influence. Draw X, where X is the difference plus 1. So to win, we need to put 4 cubes. Yeah, 4. So we have 3 extra. So they're going to draw 4 cards to see how much they spend. So we, on the other hand, we're going to try to spend to make sure he loses. So normally the spending is equal with whoever has more spends a little bit more. So we'd like 3 and 2, that would be honest. 3 and 2 would be 6 against 4. And once again, he is going to draw 3 cards. The difference plus 1. So if he has 2 out of 3, he wins. I don't think he's going to get 2 out of 3. And also, if that happens, they also increase their food price. Okay, no. Okay, we'll see. He's going to draw 3 cards, right? So, first one, nothing. Second one, spends 1. Third one, spends 1. Is it a tie now? 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 7. No, we win. Okay, he just spent all his influence to do that. Okay, nice, because that would have been horrible. I forgot about the price increase. Thanks to the gear, I remembered. So the gear is good, but all those blue cubes go back in the bag though. Well, only 1 red one goes away. But I'm pretty sure there's not a lot of red ones in there at the moment. But that's going to change because of my 1 card of population. Okay, that's done. Let's continue. Carry out elections, that's done. Scoring. So middle class, they have 5 companies, prosperity is 5, so they don't do anything. Capitalist class, so that's 5, that goes there, so that's 13. 13, that just gives him 1 point again. And then for me, I have 2 trade unions, so I get 4 points. 25. Okay, next round, 4. Yeah, so pay interest on loans, they pay 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw prosperity, -2. -1. Reveal events, no, draw action cards. So my new 5 cards are, this can go away now. Change of government agenda. If there are 3 or less proposed bills, discard a bill proposed by another player, then you may both propose another bill. Okay, that's cool. It's kind of cool. I can stop him from lowering whatever it is that I don't want to. Rising COVID-19 cases. Get health from the state up to half your population without paying its cost. You may then buy health from any number of sources up to your population from each. Okay, cool. 3 more. Propose 2 bills. Okay. So 2 more. Boost domestic tourism as 1A, 1B. That doesn't happen, so it's kind of useless. And the last one. Protect the status quo. Choose a policy. For the rest of this round, no bills may be proposed for that policy. Get 1 influence. Okay. All right, so those are just kind of like okay cards, I feel. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. But yeah, you just have to make do with it. All right, so reveal new companies. And these 2 go away because they only reveal what they don't have yet. So then I guess from now on, they'll always remove everything. Fast food restaurant, convenience store, and regional radio station. And here, these 2 go away. Publishing house, shopping mall, medical village, and university. Okay. New business deal. 12 for 50. New business deal, and also the new exports. Okay, cool. So that's done. Then we have get new workers and adjust population. So 2 for me, and then 1 gray for them. And we have to decide what they want to get. So once again, let's take a look. Skill work criteria. Exclude the ones 2 or more companies, but there are none. Needed by companies for which there are enough other workers to make, build, or them fully operational. They basically can build these 2, so it's going to be obviously a farmer. That's the only option. Okie dokie. Then adjust population, so let's count. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16, 19. Yep, that makes sense. Now for me, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 17, 22. That also makes sense. All right, cool. Then the action phase, my turn. So let's see what I'm going to do now. I'm at 7, so it's going to be very difficult to increase my prosperity anymore because the production of the state there is not good enough, and here it's quite expensive, which is good for the capitalists and the middle class, of course. At least the prices didn't go to the max, but they'll never go down either. So, and we need to get this one back up. I only have 1 influence. They have no influence, but I have just about no cubes in the bag. But I could, of course, put 7 in there, and I think that's something that I might do now. Yeah, 7, and then try to get that because it is difficult. Yeah, proletarians of the world unite. Add voting cubes to the bag equal to your. Although they have cards that will potentially remove them. So maybe I'm just going to propose 2 bills. And then I will use my cube card at the end so that hopefully I'll just do it the normal way. So I'll do this one and I will do this one. Maybe just taxation, because I want to avoid them bringing it to here, because then it's going to be super cheap, which is awesome for them. Even though this is giving them points, it's kind of tricky. Anyway, that's it. That's the only thing I do. Middle class. They will vote. They will vote for foreign trade. But I think they like foreign trade. They're at 6B. Yeah, they like that. Taxation, they cannot because I blocked it. So Good thing, otherwise they would have added 2 voting cubes. But it doesn't happen. They build a building. I'm sure they do. There's people around. So let's see which building they are going to try to build. So first of all, unemployed working class worker available to fill its slots. Only 1 is available in this case. So it's going to be that one then. Yeah. So they're going to build another food store. So him here and him there. And then this. Minimum wage still. Minimum wage. Horrible. Horrible. And they pay 14. Gets back 6. And it's the end of their turn. Nothing else for them to do. Oh, I forgot to add 2 buildings to them after they built 2 buildings. But I think that was pretty close near the end, so I don't think it would have done much. Anyway, yeah. You could argue these 2 are supposed to be gone. So I'll do it like that then. They were supposed to come up before. But then they might have been built anyway. I'm not sure. Oh, wait, let me check. No, there was they wouldn't have built it because they... Yeah, they wouldn't have built it. It wasn't their last turn, but the last thing they did was voting. Yeah. So those 2 should go away. And it's actually this one and this one. Okay, so now let's see what they do. So that'll be voting, taxation, impossible. And then it is labor market, also impossible. So I'm happy that at least I blocked them at taxation. So then they're going to sell, which is of course also not very good for me, but for anybody, because they always earn a ton of money. So they have 6 food only, you could argue. So they'll sell 3 for 35, which is a lot. So 3 for 35. Then they have 12 luxury. So they sell 8. Sell 8. Where are my singles at? 8 for 45, and that's cheap. Wait, I put in the wrong spot, didn't I? 35, yeah, it's supposed to be here. And then the health, they have 6 health. They sell 5 for 35. 5 for 35, and then education, they have 7 for 40. Okie dokie, that's their turn done. Okay, so then it's my turn. Let's see what I'm gonna do. Right, so nobody else has voted anything, so I can't use the one where I remove it. Get health from the state for half my population. And then buy health again from 2 sources, which can also be the state again. So it's not that bad. I can push myself up one more time, get an extra worker out there. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. If there are 3 or less proposed bills, discard a bill, no. Choose a policy, no. I could block a bill from ever being voted on, and that gives me, so I can block education basically, but I'm not. I don't really know what to do. How about my unions? Because I have one here now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I should get a farmer. Okay, I'm gonna buy goods and services then, so I'm gonna get rid of domestic stuff because I can't use it anyway. I'm gonna buy education. So the state has 6 available for 5. So I'm gonna spend 30 to get all 5. I get all 6, sorry. And then I need 1 more from anywhere else. They're selling education for 5, and they have 4. So I only need to have one more, so I'm just going to buy one for 8. So 1, so it gives me a 7. And then if I change that one to a farmer, could they potentially steal it? I don't think so. So I spend 7, turn this guy into a farmer. That'll be it. Okay. And then also, of course, I got the points. 4 points. So that's 39. Okay, then it is the middle class Automa. My camera just died. For some reason, it uses... I'll save you the explanation, but it just died. It won't work anymore, the side one, so I'm no longer going to show it up there. I'll just hold it like this. I'm sure you can see it in some way, but it won't be zoomed in anymore. You get the gist, right? Okay, assign workers for the middle class. If you assign workers this turn, you may assign, if it's 2B, 2B and 2C are both not available. So I guess it doesn't really matter, but they can't assign workers anyway. There's no options available. So buy goods and services, they'll do that then. And for that, they will buy the cheapest first, which of course is the stuff in front of them. They could buy 4 luxury for free or 3 education for free. Luxury here is 8. Education is available, so it's going to be luxury because they want to get 6 in total. So they'll get 4 for free, which will disappear, of course, and then they'll buy for 16 2 more. Wait, is healthcare an option? This is 2. No, that'd be more expensive. Okay, so 16 for them. And they spend all this to go up 1 prosperity, so that's 4 points. So also 39. That's their turn done. Then it is the capitalists. They are going to vote. Taxation, no. Labor market, no. So they're going to build a building. And that building will be... Dun, 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 dun. Okay, first of all, unemployed workers available to make it operational. Yes, the vegetable farm. That's the only one that's possible. So obviously, that's what they're going to build. So I have to put my cards onto the side now, which is fine since I don't use the camera on the right. So they will build the vegetable farm because it's the only thing they can build here. And all these 3 people will go to work there. Ah, but whoa. No. I should have swapped workers, first of all. Because they swap workers before is the capitalist turn. And it says any number of employed with, yes, so basically it's going to be like this. Up. Which comes out. And anywhere else, I think there's one here. I guess we'll do this one. There's already one there though. But I guess it has to be education goes before luxury. So actually it's like that. So actually he could actually build the medical village as well then. So agriculture is first. So it doesn't matter. Okay, but still, correct is correct. So all these that were just exchanged, they just go work somewhere else now. Okay, so they have to pay 15 for that. Okay, that is the only thing they do. Done. Yes. Then it is my turn. So I do have the money, even though I don't like spending it. I could increase my population as well. I do want to assign workers as well, but problem is use an assign worker action just for one guy, but it gives me more influence for my votes, gives me 2 points. Yeah, it just feels shitty. Yeah, it feels like something that I would do as an extra action, but yeah, I guess I'll just assign it anyway because I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's in there. And that's it. That's my turn. I have to get rid of a card. I'll get rid of... the points card. Okay, it is now the middle class. They will, I'll just like this. Build a building. 7B or 7C, it is not. So just build a building in general. There's no people, so they can't build a building. Buy goods and services, they have enough money, they can get education, no, they cannot. They can get healthcare, they're gonna buy healthcare, yeah. So I have 2 for free, and then they need to buy 4 more. They'll buy from here for 20. 20 to the States, and this will go away because they immediately use it, of course. So this goes to 5, so 5 points for them, that's 44. And a new worker comes out, and hop, there we go. All right. Middle capitalist class. 1A, 1B, no, but they do build a building though. So the building they build, they count. Doesn't matter. Voting, healthcare. Yes, they're gonna try and lower healthcare to the highest price. That's it. Done. My turn. Okay, so I'm thinking. I could use change of government agenda. That means I would remove his, and then I could put one down, and then he could do another one. But then I guess we reveal cards until he's able to vote for something that's available. So I could try to go here, but I risk that he's lowering education, which would help yellow, the middle class. I think I'll just let him vote for that because middle class is going to try to stop it anyway. I'm going to use my rising COVID cases, I guess, but no, because they bought the healthcare. It's gone now. It's too expensive now to do that. Okay. All right, I'll use protect the status quo. I think. No, I'll get rid of change of government agenda. That's where there are 3 or less proposed bills, discarded bill proposed by another player. I get rid of that in order to. I think I'm just gonna add 3 cubes to my bag. No, I'm gonna strike. Strike to get that money and to stop him from potentially getting influence. Both of them. Trying to limit their influence. Yeah. Okay. Their turn. Tax. Taxation, not available. Immigration, that is available, but I think they like immigration, right? They want it to be at 7A. They do, so they don't do that at all. Build a building. But they would swap. They would swap, by the way. And they would swap for something that they can potentially build. But I don't think there's anyone available for that because the green ones that are there, they're already working where they should be working. No, so they will, however, swap, and that would be swapping for a doctor. So, but yeah, anyway. So they're not going to build. No. Buy goods and services. They can buy education. They have 3 there. But then there's no way to buy more education. Luxury, they can buy 2 from, they don't have enough money, so never mind. Assign workers, they cannot. Special action, get 5 orders from the States for each of your companies with a working class worker in it. Then perform an extra shift in one of those companies if able. So, with a working class, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 from the States. Wow. And then perform an extra shift in one of those companies if able. They can do an extra shift. Of course, this one that's not available. Maybe that's why they put it there. So the question is which one they would do. The prices are all the same. So, extra criteria. Space is available everywhere, yes. Has 2 middle class workers. This one then, but does it have to be one of those? One of those companies. So no, not middle class worker. Non-committed working class worker. Yeah, but there's still 3 of those. Agricultural, yeah. So they produce 3 food, and they pay me a pathetic $6. 6 farthis. There we go. All right, done. Capitalists. If you have any agricultural companies, yeah, they have like 5 of them. 6A, 6B. 6B, yeah. Add 2 voting cubes to the bag for each company you own in the agriculture. What? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cubes. What? 10 cubes. 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 cubes in the bag. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. If it was 6A, it would have been 14. Someone's going to dominate. Well, it's my last turn now, so I'm going to add voting cubes to the equal to my population to the bag. So even though they just added 10, I'm going to add 7 in a desperate bid to at least have some kind of an effect. So 3, 6, 7. Okay, then last turn for the middle class. Assign workers, not gonna happen. Build a building, not gonna happen. Buy goods and services, not gonna happen. They don't have enough money, I think. Oh, 34, maybe they do. Because they can't buy education, right? But, so maybe they can buy luxury. They need to have 6. So this is 4 times 9, that's 36. And then 36 plus 16 is too much. So no, they're not going to buy anything. It's not they can't do anything. So then they sell. Can they sell 3 food and 3 education? No, they cannot. Too bad. So in that case, they are just going to, if able, pay 6 vartis per population to gain 1 prosperity. Can they pay 36? They can. So they pay 36. 1, 2, 3, 4. To gain 1 prosperity, so they get 5 points. So it's 49. They're running away now. They're running away. All right, so final turn of this round for the capitalist. Build a building. They cannot build a building. Sell abroad. They can. Yes, they'll sell 3 food for 35. And they will sell 2 luxury for 10. Okay, that's done. That is their turn. Yes. Production. The States has 3, 6, 9 influence, so they will produce 1 influence. They will produce 6 education. They will produce 6 health. And then they will pay the minimum wage. So for me, that's still 50 at least. And for them, it is 25. All right, then is the capitalists. First of all, we'll see what they do with the response to strike. If the company is the only one, that's the case, draw 2. So if there is a influence, they will pay me. There is an influence, so yeah, there were actually 2 influences. So they will pay me the highest value, and it will produce. Too bad, I was trying to stop it from producing. All right, so I get, let's pay first, 10, 20, 35, 35, that's not me. 35, I get 55. Just peanuts to what I'm gonna have to pay for them. I don't have to pay them. So this goes back to here, and this goes away. Then they produce 2 influence. Oh, I also have to pay the other ones, I'm sorry. So that's 10, 20, 40, 55, 40, 55. Right, so you got influence already. That's 3, 6, 8, 13, 17 food. Oh, they still have this food left, but it's supposed to, oh, I forgot about that food because it's too much on the side. 17. Well, they would have sold 3 for 35. So let's give it to them as well. Should have happened earlier though, sorry about that. So they have 17 food, right? 4, 9, 11, 14, 17 food. Wow. So 17, there's 1 there. So that's 7, so it's 10 left. There's only a space for 8 here, so they're going to spend 20 to buy storage for food. There we go. Then luxury, they will have 6, 10 production. Healthcare, they will make 6, produce 6. And then education, they'll produce 6. Okay. So, actually, to remind myself that this is here, I'm going to do a small change and put it like this. This is, yeah, same thing. Yeah, okay, like this. Okay, so they've produced, they've paid. He's stand up. Okay, then it is the middle class. They produce 4 education. They produce 4 healthcare. They produce 4 luxury. And they don't produce, they produce 2 influence. The rest is blocked by me. And I also get 1 influence because I striked there. So that's gone. And then 4 food. Okay, that's done. Then I produce 3 influence because of my free trade unions. My influence is more than theirs, but it's probably not going to be enough. Okay, so that's 5. Then it is cover needs, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so they need to have 6 food, which they do. So they spend their food. I need to have 7 food. I'm going to buy 1 from them. That's 15. And they give me back 3. Remaining 6 from there. So that's 72. So I give 100. And they give me back 28. So that'll be 3, 6. Gone. There we go. I guess should have been first from the storage. Whatever. Okay, that's the needs covered. After that, we have check IMF. That's not necessary. Pay taxes. Because look at the state. The amount of money it has is crazy. Pay taxes. So the taxes are now, did I update them enough? It is 2, 3, 5. It's supposed to be on 5. Okay. 2, 3, 5. Yes. Okay, so taxes. For me, it is 2C and 3B. 2C, 3B is 2 times my population, it's 14. 13, 14. For the capitalist is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 times 5, so 50. And then for the middle class, also their revenue now. So they have 50, 90, 100, and 6, 7, 8, 128. So that's, we are now at 3B. That's 30 Vardis. Yeah, 30 Vardis. Okie dokie. Then we have them. They have 6. 6 times 5 is 30 for the middle class. And then 3B and 2C is 2 times the people. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 2 is 10. Okay. That is the taxes. Then elections phase, refill the bag. So I have 4 cubes. They are at 6 and 6. I have 3, but it pales into comparison with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 5 cubes. Almost all their cubes are in there. 2, 3, 4, 5. They only have 2 cubes remaining. It is like a sea of capitalism in this bag. You have no idea. But they need the points though. They need the points. Okay, so then is the election. First one, the labor market. It is me against the world. Because I want to get... Oh no, it's not. It's me and the middle class against the capitalists. But I don't expect much help from the middle class. And I have 5 influence and they both have 2. So... Alright, good start, good start. 2 more. Okay, so they win at the moment. So let's take a look at the card. Spending influence when winning. The other side has more influence than needed to win because I only need to spend 2, right? And we have 5 left. So draw X, where X is difference plus 1. So basically the difference is 5. So he's going to draw 6 cards to see if he has to spend his 2. Now, obviously, I want to win. So if I spend 2, that's enough to win. But then if he spends 2, I just need to spend 3. I'll get 1 from there as well because we're together. So that's 5. If he spends his 2, I win anyway. But still, nevertheless, he's going to spend 6 to see, flip 6 to see if he does it or not. Yeah. So, no, yes, yes. So we can stop now because it's actually already 2. Yeah. Okay, the one that I revealed, I'll remove it as well because otherwise I know that the next one is a dud. Okay, so he spends all his influence hoping that he wins, but then he doesn't. So, yeah. Yeah, so that's it. That goes away. We win. He loses. This goes back in the bag, which means he has even more cubes. But more importantly, I get 3 points. But even more important than that, and they get 1, is that the salaries are back to average, medium. Okay, so boom, boom. Slightly annoying when there's so many companies out. Okay. Hup, 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 and hup. Done. All right, next is me against the world this time. Because it's taxation. And I want that, but they do not. They have 1 influence, I have 3. Okay then. No, they win, obviously. Okay, so too bad. So in the end, I actually helped the middle class. And then now it is the capitalists against all of us. They're going to try to make the healthcare a lot more expensive. Here we go. Oh, 1-1. 3-1 and 3-2. So once again, when winning, but they don't have influence. So we just have to choose whether or not we stop him. And to stop him, we'd have to pay 2. I'm just gonna let him win because there's only 1 round remaining and I don't want the middle class to get those points. So yeah, I'm not gonna spend anything. So, but then the question is, do they though? Even if they do, it doesn't matter. So I imagine they don't either. So he gets 3 points, 18. And this is immediately into effect. So that means health is now at 10. Very expensive to buy healthcare now. Okay, that is the election phase done. So next up, we have the scoring phase. So the middle class disparity is at 6. They have 6 companies, so nothing happens there. For me, I have 3 unions, so I get 6 points. So that's 48. Capitalist class, now they're going to jump. Okay, so they have 3, 8, 98. 98, 99, 100, 106. They have 106. So they go all the way to here. So it's 3, 6, 9, 12, plus 5, 17. So that's 35. They're on their way. They are on their way. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Then last round, ding, 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 ding. Okay, pay interest on loans. They still have this, but they won't have it for much longer because during their turn, they'll pay it off. They have more than enough money now to do that. Okay, draw prosperity, so -1, and for them, -2. Up. Draw action cards. So my 5 new cards will be Workers' Movement. Add 2 voting cubes to the bag, then propose a bill for labor market. That is nice. That is nice. Public sector overtime. Choose an operational public company. The state pays its workers' wages and performs the production for that company. You may then buy goods and services from the state or the type of produce. Oh, that's nice. For education especially. So that's 2. Protest of the world unite. Add voting cubes to the bag equal to your population. That's definitely nice, especially with the previous one. And then 4, assign any number of unemployed workers. If 2 sees in effect, you may also reassign any number of workers already assigned to other companies. Okay. And then 1, buy health from the state or to your population, paying half the cost rounded up. That's also nice. Okay, so those are my 5 cards. This, by the way, he won. So they go away. These go back in the bag. Okay. So those were the cards. And after the cards, it is... Better put my cheat sheet. Oh, there. After the cards, it is reveal new companies. So these go away. 1, a medical laboratory, a PR agency, and an electronics store. And then for them, they all go away. Please, no influence stuff. Electronics manufacturer, TV station, nah, hotel, and a lobbying firm. Wow, just don't bring any media people out and I'm happy. Draw a business deal. These business deals are never getting bought though. I'm sure there's cards that do it, but the new export card. Okie dokie, then that's done. Get new workers and adjust population. So 2 unskilled ones for me. For them, 1 unskilled one and then 1 skilled one. And the skilled one is you check what is necessary basically, and then according to their preference. I think it is agricultural, no necessary, education, no healthcare. So it's going to be a doctor. Even though there's already 1, you ignore the people that are already there. Exclude the types of workers already in the unemployment workers area. Yeah, so maybe it just increases the chances of those buildings getting built. That's why it's there. All right, so that's done. Adjust the population. Let's count 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 19, 22. That makes sense. Also, these guys are supposed to stand up. Then me, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 18, 21, 24 also makes sense. I'm now at 8. Oof. Okay, that is done, and then we can start the final round. Okay, so I think I'm gonna get health from the states, half cost, so that would be for 5, because they have 8, and I need 8 to go up. So if I then do that, that would be basically for 40, get an extra worker. Okay, can I get a union anywhere? So I have agriculture, I have 1 here, 2 here, 2, I already have them. What about luxury? I only have 1 guy here. That's the only thing? Yeah, no way. Education, I only have 2 guys out. So no way. So I can't get more trade unions, it seems. So getting more people out was, I guess, okay. It would give me 6 points, which is nice. And if I were able to do that a couple of times, I get even more cubes, but then I'd have to do it a lot of times, which I don't think is worth it. This one would be getting me 4 health for free, and then by 4 full cost, but it's the same thing. Doesn't matter. I can block a policy from being voted on. Like I could block education, so education cannot be changed. So I for sure have that point. I definitely want the labor market. I'm afraid they might vote on it. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do Proletarians of the World Unite and get my cubes in that bag ASAP, and hopefully nobody goes for labor market. So I add 8 cubes to the bag. 2, 4, 6, 8. And I still have 3 influence while they only have 1. Okay, come on, don't vote. Okay, goods and services, good. If you buy goods and services this turn, buy the resource from every available source, up to your population from each. So as long as they can, they will buy it. So not until they can do it, they will just buy it. So in that case, first of all, free, that would be, I think it's going to be education, because education is available everywhere. Healthcare is super expensive, definitely education. So they buy education from every source. So this is 7 for free, right? So this is already a way to do it. And it says up to your population, so they can buy a maximum of 7. So the 7 here, it's not available, but it's just 6. 6 times 5 is 30. They're gonna get a huge boost of points from this. And then here is 6 times 8, that is 48. So, now let's see, 48. They cannot afford 48, so I guess they buy up to what they can. I guess in this case, normally they only buy up to when they can do it, but it says here, buy the resource from every available source, up to your population from each. So, yeah, I guess they buy what they can. So that would be 40, so they'll just buy 5, which of course would be enough to do this another time. So 40. Wait, they only have 30. They only have 30. They only have 30. They have 30. So they will buy 3. Yeah, 3 times 8 is 24. So 22, 23, 24. They buy 3. So And that means they will, as an extra action, use this, which is 7, right? So they'll give them 5 points, and they'll upgrade someone. And then they do another one, which is 7, which will give them another 5 points. They get 10 points, so 60 points now. And they will upgrade 2 workers. So the first one is the usual, what can they build, and the order. Needed by companies in your market. So it's all 3 of them. Needed by companies or industry of which you don't have any, but we already have that one. And then first one is agricultural, no. Education, no. Healthcare, yes. So it's always, but there's no not available one. So I guess we'll keep going. Luxury, yes. So this one is upgraded to luxury. And then the next one, there's no luxury available anymore. So it's media then. So this one will become a media guy. But of course, he's stuck there. All right. That's done. Next up is the... let me see. Wait. 3, 2, 1. Next up is the capitalist class. So taxation. No. Oh, I read the word taxation, but it's actually build a building. Okay. So it says if you sell one of your companies without a gear this turn, get twice the cost, but they won't. They'll just build something. So this goes away. They will build what exactly? They will build unemployed workers available to make it operational. Nothing? No, the hotel is available. Yeah, they'll build a hotel. They'll build a hotel. Yeah, that's it. That's the only thing they can build. That's a hotel. So for 15, so 20, you get 5 back. All 3 of them. 2 doctors working in a hotel. And medium wage. Okay, so done. And also, like I said before, they will pay off their loan because they do have 95. I don't have to pay 100, they have to pay 50. Okay. Okay, 50 here, and the loan goes away. Okay, cool. All right, my turn. So now I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. Add 2 voting cubes to the bag, then propose a bill for labor market, the workers' movements. So 2 more. All my cubes are in the bag. All of them. And then, boom. And it's going to be necessary because it's me against the world, and I have 3 influence, but they have 2. So this is my attempt to get those points and get that money. Okay, here we go. Okay, we'll do 1 by 1 now. No. Oh, yes. Okay. So, 2, 3. There's no way they can influence. There's no way they can win, because if I spend everything, I don't think they spend anything, because it would be spending influence when winning. Sorry, when winning, the other side has more influence than needed to win. I do, because I need to spend 1. They're still going to draw X, where X is difference plus 1. So if this wins, the difference is 2. So they're still going to draw 3 just to spend 1 influence. But all I need to do is spend 2 to win. So I'm going to spend 2, and they're still going to draw 3 cards, which I guess I'll do from here. So 1, 2. Yeah, I can stop now. Well, why am I doing it from here? It should be from there, because they're the one with the influence. 1, no. 2, yes. So they do spend the influence, but it doesn't matter. It's a tie, so I win. So my cubes and my influence goes away, but I do get 3 points. And the wages are at maximum. But of course, if anyone does vote labor market now, it can immediately be reversed again. Okay, that's all done. All right, awesome. Awesome sauce. And that also gives me extra bonus points at the end of the game if I manage to keep it that way. These go back in the bag, not the purple one, of course. All right, so that was my turn. So the salaries went from lowest to highest in a couple of turns. Okay, middle class. Build a building. The bonus doesn't happen because it's not 1A, 1B. They cannot build anything. So assign workers, they cannot do that. Build, buy goods, they cannot either. It's not enough money. Voting for foreign trade, they are, I think they like that, no? Foreign trade is at B. Yeah, they like it. And then welfare, healthcare, yeah, they go for healthcare. So here, yep, that's it. That is their turn. That's what they're gonna try to change. All right. Then it is the capitalists. If you have at least 150 in revenue, they do not. So they're going to sell to the market. All right, so they have a ton of food. They sell 8 food from here for 80, 90. Okay, then they have 10 luxury. They can only sell 7. So it sells 7 for 35. Then they will sell, they have 7 health. They will sell that for 40. And then they also have 3 education, which they'll sell for 25. Okay, done. Wow, it's always such a bump, you know. Okay, that's done, and we can move this for a while. My turn. So I did what I wanted to do, what I really wanted to do, but now I want to keep it there. So I'm going to play protect the status quo, choose a policy, so this one. For the rest of this round, no bills may be proposed for that policy. Place one of your bill markers in its current section as a reminder. Gain 1 influence. Done. So they cannot lower it anymore. Okay. Middle class. If you have at least 4 unemployed workers, no. Buy goods and services, no. Assign workers, no. Sell here. Luxury, no. Health, no. No, they cannot. Oh wait, this is bigger, right? But still they cannot. No. Special action, if you have at least 4, no. So they add 3 cubes to the bag. That's good because they have almost no cubes in the bag. I mean, good for them, I mean. All right. Capitalists. They would vote the labor market, but they can't. Nah. Welfare, they can't either. And then they would build a building. They will build the electronics manufacturer for 25. They've built everything they can. So if their building option comes up next time, they will sell a building. So 25, done. All right, my turn. So I only have a couple of turns left, only 2 left. I cannot get any, what I need is an extra worker. Then I can get I don't have my farms anymore. Okay, is there anywhere where my workers can go? No, there's not. So I could actually do this and steal 2 points from the middle class. But let's see, I can buy health, which will give me 6 points, which I need. And that's kind of it. I can actually get 30 there. 40 actually. More, I can get maximum wage, right? I can get 35. But I'm gonna buy first. Get health from the state up to half your population, so 4. And then buy health from any number of sources up to my population. So there's not that much health anymore. There's 4 there. There's 8 there, so it's 12. I need much more to boost it. I should have bought it before they sold their health. Anyway, okay. Get health from the state up to half your population. without paying its cost. So I get 4. And then I can buy health from any number of sources up to my population from each. So, but wait. I know I can buy health more later on. Although I have this one, if I, wait. Let's rewind. I'll give my 4 back, because I have 8, right? I'm not gonna do that yet, I'm gonna do the other one. Maybe I shouldn't buy anything like that. Maybe I should just go for this one. And influence. Because I want to get points, right? But then boosting this would be my best option. Well, there's no education, although I can have it make education and then buy it, but then I would only have 6. I'll only have 6, which is not enough to boost it, and there's nothing available. So no, education is stupid. Healthcare I can. Twice. Yeah, I'm gonna go the healthcare route. I'm not gonna try to do any votes. My votes will just go to block people by voting. All right, so I'm gonna do what I originally said I was gonna do it anyway. So get 4 for free, and then buy 4 from them for 40. And then I could buy from other sources as well, right? So I'm gonna buy the 4 over there, also for 40. And they can't pay me back. Okay. So this is just mine. Yeah. And then I'm going to spend 8 plus 8. So that's 4 plus 2 is 6. So that's 57. And I add a worker here. And then that's my turn. I have 4 left. But then I can have this company later on produce and then buy it again. But then I won't buy it at a discount. I won't have that money to buy. I'll have enough. I'll have enough to buy. Yeah. Okay. Middle class. If you have at least 4 unemployed, no. Sell, no. Build a building, no. Votes. Healthcare, no. Immigration. Do they like 7A, the middle class? They do, right? Yes, they do. It's like almost a copy of the last card. So they just add 3 cubes to the bag. Again. They're getting ready to vote. Okay, capitalists. If you have any companies that could get one, yes, they have many of them. If it's not the final round, it is the final round. So they skip it. They sell. Can they sell for food? They can. Can they sell? No, they can't sell anything else. That doesn't happen. They vote. Fiscal policy. So finally somebody votes. Oh, no, wait. Build a building first. Cannot be done. Wait, should I have swapped workers? I don't swap automatically, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so here. Yes, that's it. My turn. So I'm now going to play public sector overtime. Choose an operational public company. This one, perform a production for that company. So that's 6. And I get my salary, which is 35. 35. And then I can buy goods and services from that type. So I have 4. I don't think I get any bonus points for resources that I have in the game. No. So I'll just buy up to, I just need to have 4. So that's 40. So 1, and I immediately use it, of course. That'll give me another 7 points. So that's 7 plus 57 is, of course, 64. And then I'm up to 25 with another worker. I think I might be higher. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 13, 14, 15, 17, 20, 23, 26. Yeah, there you go. All right, that's my turn done. Cool. Last turn for them. Buy goods. They can buy goods again. They have money. 6A, 6B. 6B. If you buy goods and services this turn, do not pay tariffs for food or luxury from the foreign market. So for them, it's just 6. So automatically, that's going to be the one that they buy. So they buy luxury goods. So they already have 4. So they just need to buy 3 more, which they'll buy from abroad because it's cheaper. So they'll buy for 18. All right, give me a 5 states. So they get 2 back. And then, of course, they will instantly use it. So I'm not even going to give it to them. And they'll get 6 points. So 66. Right when every time I think I finally get ahead of them, they hit back. All right, here. So they don't have enough to sell. Build a building. They can't, so they're going to sell a building. All right, so let's see what they do. Sell, I believe they just is the highest value. Highest cost of the company. So that is 45, this one. Okay. All right, so 45. They get 45 in their revenue here. So, yeah. Oh, 45. There we go. And that's done. Now, let's see what happens now. The final round, final overview, I guess. Production phase first. So they don't produce any influence. They produce 6 here. Not that it matters because there's no point anymore where people buy anything, but 6 there, and then they pay. That's why it's important. So 35, they pay 70 to me. Yes, sir, I like it. And then they pay 35 to the middle class. 35. Then it is the capitalists. They're first going to produce 2 influence. That's the easiest one to do. Then they're going to produce 6 education. Then they're going to produce, well, let's do the food first. 11 food. So 11. Now we still have 4 there. So 4 more fits on here. Then the other 7 first go to the trade market. And then later on they go to storage. Okay, so that's done. Then we have 6 health care. And then we have the big one. 3, 10, 14, 20 luxury. 20 luxury. So we have 3 there. Only 9 can get there. So 6, 9. This is 9. So that's 12. So 9. So it was how much again? 10, 14, 20. So we have 11 left. And here we have 12 as well. So it's 11. Okay, done. And then of course you have to pay. So maximum amount of money. For the middle class, they will pay 30, 50, 80, 105. 105 to the middle class. And then to me, 30, 55, 85, 105, 125. Wow. This is 110. 114, 115, 120, 125. Don't worry, I'll get it back in the form of food. Put it here, my money. All right, so that's done. Then it is the middle class who produce. They get 4 education. Then they produce 4 health. They produce 6 food. And they produce 3 influence. The influence bothers me though. They both have enough influence to stop me. So 3 influence. And they also produce 4 luxury. There we go. All right, that's done. Yeah. Then they have to pay, of course. They have to pay me 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Thank you. All right. Wow, look at all my money. Doing this was awesome. All right, so that's done. Then I produce 3 influence because of my trade unions. This puts me up to 5, but they also have 5. So yeah. Okay, so that was that. Then we move on with the cover needs. So they need to have 7 food, and they have exactly 7. So well played by them. I need to have 8 food, and I have exactly 0 food. So I'm gonna have to buy from them 12. So 80, 96. 96. So that's 90, 5, 6. 96. Okay, that's done. Then it is pay taxes. So at the moment we are at 2A and 3B. That's 6 because of the higher salaries, of course. 6 times my population. Whoa, that's 48. That's the downside of those high salaries. Yep. Then we have them. It's salaries. Taxation is correct, right? 2. 2 is 4, it's supposed to be 4. Yeah, because it changed. It's 2 and 2, so 4. So 4 times their companies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 11. So 44. I get 6 back. And then their revenue is 2, 12, 32, 52. So that's, we're at the moment at 3B. That's 15. All right, then here they have 6. 6 times 4 is 24. Yeah. Of course I have to exchange again. Where did all the ones go? Oh, with me. 2, 3, 4, 5. So 24. And then their income tax is 3B and 2A. That's also 6 for them. So 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 36. 21, 31, 36. All right. That's taxes done. Then elections. That's going to be interesting. So this is not an election, okay? I was just blocking this. So fill the bag. I get 4 cubes, but I'm maxed out, so I just get 2. They get 4 as well. Round it up. They get 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 11. So it's about 6 cubes. So many cubes for everyone. Okay, it might be difficult to stop them though. Fiscal policy, I think I'm going to be against. Yeah, so, okay, I'll move my money out of the way. So I'm going to be against because it would potentially give them a lot more money, but everybody else is going to be for. No, why would they? They would never do that. Ah, they wouldn't do that. It was a mistake. Shoot. Because they like 6, but they would never go there. So they would have gone to foreign trade. Okay, so instead of just here. Okay, so it doesn't make much difference. It doesn't make any difference really. All right, so we do this one. That one I'm also against because I don't want the middle class to get that. So 5 cubes. Well, 2 to 1. 3 to 1. They might get it. 3 to 2. Okay, so once again, they'll spend all the influence cubes in the last round, all of them at the... Oh, but the foreign trade, they don't do it. They don't do it at all. Ah. The last turn, I don't think they vote foreign trade. I think I missed that. I think they don't do that at all. They should have done a different action then. Let me check. Final round. Yeah. Okay, so no, they wouldn't have done that. So if they didn't do it then, they would have added 3 cubes to the bag. Okay, so I can just add 3 cubes to the bag and then see how that affects this final vote. If I were to do this vote again. Yeah, okay, yeah. Silly me, so this is not possible in the final round. The final round, you cannot vote on this. They would only vote on this if they can do it immediately. They will never vote on this in the final round. Okay, so here we go. Like this. And like this. So 1-4, there's no way that they can win. So even if they spend, well, no, if they spend all their influence, they can. But then everybody spends all their influence because it's the last vote, there's nothing else. So they automatically lose because we have all this. And it's just that. So no points are gained with us at all. And that is the end of the election. And then we do the scoring and then the endgame scoring. So let's do the regular scoring first and then the endgame scoring. So for my 3 trade unions, I get, action space, 6 points. So that's 70. I don't think it affects them at all at the moment for the middle class, but anyway, if it's lower than their companies, but it's not, so nothing happens. Oh yeah, they would have gotten points for it, yeah. And then they move everything here, so they have 60, 75, 77, which gives them 4 points, so 39. And then it is the end game scoring. Okay, game end. Gain 1 point for every remaining $10 I have. So I have 70, 90, 110, 120, 130, 35, 135, 39. So basically 13 points. So that's 83. Also, how many policies I have here? I have 2 of them, so that's 4 points. So that's 87. Then the middle class. Points based on the remaining resources. 1 for every 3, so that's 1. 1 for every 3, that's 1. They have 6 of those, so that's 2. Then based on how many policies, they only have 1 in the end, so just 1 point. And also 1 for every 15 they have. They have 55, so that is, well, 58, so that's 3 basically. Because 4 times 15 is 16 and they don't have it, so 3 points, so 74. Then the capitalist class, gain points based on your remaining resources. That should be a lot. They have 6 here, so that's 2 points, that's 41. Healthcare, they also get 2 points, 43. And then luxury, it's 1 per 3, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 50. And then food, 1 for every 2 food. They have 7 and 8, 15. So that's basically 7 points. So 57. And then based on how many policies they have in section C, which is 2, so I get another 4. 61. So I think that's it. I won. And I think this time there will probably be, there were some mistakes here and there. I hope I caught them all. If not, this one is definitely a lot better than the previous playthrough because some of the things I didn't realize, and now I did. Thanks to shout out. Thanks to Christopher A. War. Thank you very much. So basically the stuff that I had wrong last time was IMF intervenes after 1 loan. That was the explanation, but also didn't happen. When the middle class buys health, it doesn't always increase population. When buying goods, calculate the total cost. Fully operational means they have to have full people there. It doesn't buy food. Setup and worker selection only exclude companies you have 2 of. They never actually had to. Then lobby, but they never did lobby in this They never did lobby in this game. Only buy storage when they need it. Only happened once. When the state reveals companies, but it never was done. Tariffs go to the state. That happened once, I think. Workers increase population. We checked a lot. I checked a lot. I counted a lot. Extra shift only happened once, but that was fine. The voting also was okay. I think in this case, it's fine. So yeah, I don't know. There might be stuff still, but I think this time was much better. Also, I won. Last time I was last, so I'm just going to go ahead and blame it on that. But I also know how to play much better now, the strength of the worker class. So yeah, it's cool. I want to play again, but then as the capitalist class. I want to play again, and then as the middle class, and then eventually as the state. Yeah, I want to keep doing that. I really like this game. I really think it's very, very cool. I mean, just your deck that you choose from is so many cards, and then every time when you shuffle it at the start of the game, new stuff can come out. So yeah, really enjoyed it. Please do leave comments about how you feel about the game, what you think, and so on. And yeah, that's it. My name is Joachim. This was So Many Games All the Time, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.